And I think we need to acknowledge that in 2022, there's probably no better way to start coverage of the Celebrate Israel Parade than with that song. Such a meaningful one that balances the bitter and the sweet, that gives us a perspective of the positive and not so positive things that have gone on since the last time we were on Fifth Avenue. As we start our Celebrate Israel Parade broadcast here at the Nachum Segal Network, it is me, Nachum Segal, with Miriam Al-Wallach. Chag, Celebrate Israel Sameach.
Amen.
Why not? And
Shachianu?
Shachianu was right. And Mark Zamek.
Good morning, Nachum.
Good morning to you, sir. We have Mark's mic. Good morning to you as we broadcast from Fifth Avenue. It has been a while. It has been a while since we've been on our spot. This is, in fact, our spot on Fifth Avenue.
And everyone at 834 Fifth has missed us. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, it's funny. I was going to say 833 because we
hello.
We probably have a
now
role.
They hear us.
We probably have a role in waking up the building.
Yes.
For those who are sleeping late, who had a long Saturday night. Anyway, so here we are where we always have been. But we can't take that for granted because if there's something we learned over the last couple of years, since the last time we appeared here in 2019, it's that you can't take anything for granted anymore.
Why? Has anything been going on?
You can't assume that the world's going to have a normal situation. You can't assume we're always going to have a parade on Fifth Avenue. You can't assume that New York City is always going to be in a normal flow of events. It has been quite a pause for 3 years since the last time we were here in June of 2019. And it's great to be back. Our team that so many of our listeners and viewers are used to, including ZK, our chief engineer, and including Yoni Pollack, who gets more than one massive thank you for his efforts this morning, including Rochelle Zamek, including our videographer this morning, Sam Gilbert. All of us together, and I'm sure there are others as well that I'll mention. Avrami is certainly taking a big role today as he's sitting Sunday afternoon in Israel and making sure that we're on the air, both on the app and everywhere else that we're broadcasting on. Anyway, so a big thank you to everyone. And yes, let's not take it for granted. We are back, thank God, and we get to celebrate Israel with a big thank you to JCRC and to the NYPD and, everybody who's responsible for us being here on a safe Fifth Avenue, please God, in New York City.
Oh,
and the First Lady of JMAM has arrived.
That's it.
Stacey Siegel.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
She just attended the incredible, man, how can I think of the organization? Metropolitan Council on Jewish Poverty breakfast that took place at the Yale Club. And we'll send David Greenfield and Benjamin Siegel and everybody regards for another job well done. That's now become a tradition, or I should be careful how I say it.
Yeah.
It's going back to the old tradition of doing that breakfast the morning of the Celebrate Israel Parade for the express purpose of getting everybody into Manhattan, and then they come to the parade after that. So that's that's how it works for a lot of people's schedules. They make sure to go to a morning event in Manhattan and then spend some time here on Fifth Avenue in New York City.
Not every tradition, by the way, as we see, is being carried over. The morning race, the run that was through Central Park, that was traditionally the morning of the parade. I don't see any runners. I didn't see any runners when I was parking. I didn't hear anything about it, so I imagine that didn't continue. And frankly, I'm missing Soul Farm. Soul Farm is usually on that corner over there. I don't see them setting up. I don't hear them setting up. So
did I see that they're going to be part of a float? Maybe?
I don't know. There are a lot of floats this year, but the most important thing is that there's a lot of participation this year, and we welcome everybody back. We are thrilled to be here. We will thank the NYPD numerous times during this broadcast. We will start now. These are 3 officers who have either the pleasure or the blessing of being right with us the entire time.
Well, 3 uniforms.
Yes.
God knows how many of the people behind them are also officers.
By the way,
so we don't
there's
realize
total
it.
fauda going on. I'm telling you, I was walking through the city after I parked. I'm like, I don't know who you are, but there's no way
you want to do some. And there's a 4th officer over there. You want to, and a 5th. You want to do some profiling? Which of the people across the street are actually members of the NYPD but not dressed as such?
ZK.
That would be a
right
good,
now. That's my guess. Is
that
ZK. That guy over there in all black. Let's keep an eye on him. There's but we thank the NYPD. This is not an easy day. I don't imagine any parade is easy. This one can't be easy.
You know what's funny though?
But we do have food throughout the entire time, gentlemen. I'm just telling you. We always feed people.
And this is hopefully not going to be our theme. We don't want to embarrass all the officers all through the entire broadcast.
Just the 5 that are here.
But I would bet, in all seriousness, and I don't know if they'll acknowledge this or not, I would bet as parades go, I would bet this is among their easier parade days than some of the other parades in New York. Oh, they are acknowledging it. So I don't know.
1 out of 3. I don't see these officers over there. Hey, how's it going on our side?
There are more than one that just acknowledged that, but I don't believe that the Celebrate Israel
Well,
parade.
we're not so rowdy.
Well, there you go. I don't think it causes, on an organic level, I don't think it causes the problems that you see sometimes at other parades. I know there are other concerns when people from our community gather in large numbers in New York or anywhere else. Right. But thank God they are here to protect us.
I'm waiting to see the dogs. Usually the dogs are...
Oh, they'll get their own. Don't
yeah.
they,
No. I don't mean the parade dogs. I mean the bomb-sniffing dogs.
Right, but don't they get their own acknowledgement at some point during the parade?
Okay, that tradition we're not getting rid of. I'm looking for the dogs that I like to thank during the parade that make Nachum crazy. I'm looking for the camel. The camel.
I don't know if that camel's been around the last few years. Now,
I'm hoping for the camel.
Again, I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but I do want to remind everybody that it's been a long time since we've been here on the – even we are rusty to an extent. Like, we can't remember. Was there a camel in 2019 or not?
I'm thinking there was a camel.
Was that abolished before we left Fifth Avenue or not?
What's the most important tradition?
The most important tradition?
Yes.
Which one?
Practice.
Practice?
What do you mean?
That's the way to get to Carnegie
That's
Hall.
not – we're not getting to Carnegie Hall today. Trust me, they don't want me in Carnegie Hall.
The chauffeur.
There's a chauffeur, yes.
No,
but can I get me a Hava Nagila?
Right.
I need one Hava Nagila from one marching band, and then we can close it up.
Yeah.
If somebody comes in the next 45 minutes, that's it. The broadcast is over. I'm out.
Well, you're kidding about that.
A little bit.
But usually that Hava Nagila comes from some out-of-town band.
I know. I love a good marching band.
That's been practicing like anything to come to New York and to make this part of a big weekend. And,
correct.
And no doubt we'll see some of those coming up.
The parade's also early this year.
Oh, we should mention that. Thank you. Yes.
Well, it starts at 11:30.
In fact, I was at the JCRC headquarters this week, and that was a big topic of conversation, because generally speaking, the parade would be the first Sunday in June.
Right.
This year, the first Sunday in June is the holiday of Shavuot, so we would not be able to gather on Fifth Avenue.
Pushing it off.
And then you can't go earlier than that because Memorial, and you can't push it off because, first of all, it was funny to hear the list of reasons why you can't push it off, way beyond what I thought. But then you can't put it in advance either because it's Memorial Day weekend. So you end up with May 22nd. Now, ironically enough, and for those watching around the world, you don't realize that we're sitting in 90-degree weather right now.
It's a schwitz.
Ironically enough, they all felt that the people organizing the parade felt
we
if,
were safe.
If we are now on May 22nd,
right.
So at least we're not going to have to worry about extreme heat. Well, for those of you who are curious about what's going on in New York over the last 2 days, we have developed, after what has been a 40, 50, 60-degree stretch in this area, we've developed a 2-day heat wave that today is supposed to get close to 95 degrees. Thank goodness it's not as humid as it could be, and right now we have a cloud cover that's above us.
Nachum.
But that was ironic.
You just asked for karma.
I hope that
it's going to happen.
I hope the karma doesn't bring any rain. Let's put it that way.
And by the way, in speaking to the heat and the extreme heat that we're expecting, it was the first time I've ever seen a truck pre-parade handing out Gatorade and water bottles to the officers or anyone else who needed something along
unless,
the route.
Again, we're forgetting from 3 years ago.
I think I would have noticed that.
I don't know. There's a lot. You don't realize there's a lot of stuff that just goes by the wayside. A lot of things that happen we don't remember once the parade is over. But anyway, why argue?
Yeah.
It's 3 years, and it's great to be back, and we're celebrating Israel here on Fifth Avenue in New York City. For those of you wondering why you're looking at us the entire time, the parade has not officially started. Mark pointed out that even when it does start, it's going to take a few minutes before people actually get to this area, right?
Absolutely. But it looks like that first group of marchers is inching.
You serious?
Inching.
Right.
Not
already
yet, but inching to break through the barrier.
Wow.
Although I'm getting texts from groups that are supposed to march in a half hour, they're still on the bus. So who?
Well, there's that.
I don't know how. I don't. You know what would be interesting ones? Maybe next year we can add a downtown reporter.
Oh, good idea.
To see what's going on.
From the step-off points.
Correct.
Right.
Nice.
That's a good idea. And then would you really know if we're on time or not?
Right.
Right.
Someone commented to me this morning, wow, there's no traffic today in New York City. Well, I guess the buses are stuck somewhere or just delayed and behind schedule at this point. A lot of them coming in from New Jersey, Long Island, and other places.
And out-of-towners.
Right.
We do have our Los Angeles contingent that's in.
Wow.
We just saw a group from Philadelphia walking in the wrong direction, getting ready to go.
Well, Philly, what can I tell you? It's it's going to be a full parade. It's very exciting. We should also mention, by the way, besides the NYPD and the NEMS that's here, we have seen many Hatzalah members who are already working hard, I am sure. And this weekend was Shabbos Hatzalah. And Hatzalathon is going on, and you can support your local Hatzalah members by going to Hatzalathon, I think, .org, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not .org, it's .com. But either way, go there.
Search Hatzalathon.
And there are, you can't even see who's over there. It's Osh from Gourmet Glot. There we go. So you should search Hatzallathon, is probably, Mark is right, is the easiest way to go, and support your local Hatzalah members. And that was my Hatzalah pitch.
Very good.
Can everybody tell Stephen I did that?
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, so thanks to Hatzalah members. On Fifth Avenue, if you're curious when you're marching, if you're curious when you're coming up Fifth Avenue, where to find us, we're between 64th and 65th Street.
Behind the caution tape.
Right, and you'll likely hear us at some point.
Right.
Unless, please God, the crowd's going to be so loud and so large that you won't be able to hear us. But you'll be able to see what's happening on the parade route and, of course, hear our commentary as we go through the day as well. And a lot of people traditionally, again, until through 2019, a lot of people came in, you mentioned out of town, came in from Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Government officials and others came in from Israel to be part of this. Not sure what's going to happen. I assume you heard the news this morning that in a very unusual move for Israel, the same member of Knesset who made sure to trigger the dissolution of the government has now proclaimed that she will not be responsible for that dissolution, and therefore there'll be no vote of no confidence, and therefore those who predicted, including Amit Segal in Israel, I didn't name him on Friday, but I'll name him now, who predicted that there would be an election on September the 20th, now it does not look like there are going to be new elections in Israel. So with all of that going on, who knows who is showing up in New York and who is not showing up in New York.
Wow.
But we are celebrating Israel with guests from far and wide, that's for sure. And here we go with some of the NYPD on their motorcycles. You'll see that as you
I do
as
believe
we pan in that
the
direction.
parade has officially begun.
Amazing.
You heard the chauffeur?
I did not hear that. The chauffeur's a little too far away.
The chauffeur's
but it looks like
usually
there are
with
people
the marshal, no?
No, the chauffeur is the first thing out.
Right.
Mark Bloomberg blowing the chauffeur.
Right after the mounted unit shows up.
But there are people, there is movement at the beginning of the parade.
Now
Amazing.
we are going to try to acknowledge all the groups. We're going to
Yes.
try to give a perspective on the very fact that the backbone of this parade are schools and groups, and really schools, to their credit, bring thousands and thousands of students here every single year in order to celebrate Israel and make a statement that we are here in support of Israel. So we're going to try to make sure to mention every one of those school groups. We'll see if we can get some of the people on the air. Usually when they do get mentioned, it's followed by a tremendous amount of cheering and celebration from the group, so it gives them a little bit of a boost for the fact they woke up early, got the school bus in,
Right.
and lined up in some obscure block of Manhattan in order to step off and be part of the parade route.
We're also probably the halfway point, more or less, of the parade, so it gives them the...
What is the official... does it say on there? We are on 5th Avenue between what, 57th and is it 72nd? Is that the parade route? I think it's 72nd. If I'm right, then you're right. That it is almost halfway down the route or up the route as people come up 5th Avenue. So there you have it. And anybody who wants to make sure to show their support and wants to make sure that the Jewish community is aware of their existence in New York, whether it be a current or former public official, a current or former government official, if it's somebody that's been
A disgraced government official?
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not
It's
sure.
been a long 3 years,
You
Malcolm.
can say that again. In fact, it was funny because I don't remember what I saw. I don't know if I was speaking to you or someone else, but I had seen something that that showed us the collection of people that were at the 2019 parade, and some of those people are not showing their face this year.
Not so much.
It has been 3 years of some very interesting political maneuvering, let's put it that way.
Yes.
And some of them would not feel welcome here and would hesitate, not because it's Celebrate Israel Parade, but showing their face in public at the moment in New York City, would hesitate to do so.
I think a lot of the people who are running for Congress aren't even sure where they're running for Congress from.
That's correct.
That's a good point, Mark.
And based on some phone calls on Friday that I got, some of the people who thought they were running for Congress on Thursday were not running for Congress on Friday. So
Gotta hate when that happens.
you know what happens? They sit down and they analyze the numbers,
Right.
and they see, is this really winnable or not? And they can't go fundraise because it's not winnable, at least to the people they would go ask money from.
We should also, by the way, mention that part of the tradition here for how many years we've been doing this is the official T-shirt swap, which will not be happening
We're
this
happy to
year.
accept any T-shirts.
Exactly. This will be the T-shirt take because due to the fire at the studio, we did lose our entire stock of swag and a bunch, and obviously the equipment, etc., and the total loss of the studio. prevented us from swapping. We look forward to swapping next year, but this year, honestly, it's just going to be a take. I actually wanted to show you, Nahum.
Yeah, where did you get those?
I found 3 shirts in my house.
Oh, my
okay?
gosh.
Oh, I
So
probably have some.
this is now a collector's item.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
This is a collector's item. This is I don't think this is a pajama shirt. I think this is still a good shirt, a fresh shirt.
Get
But
through the
here,
laundry.
these I've never touched. This, Nahum,
autograph.
this is the one you signed for me in Dubai.
Oh my gosh, is that funny?
Yeah. So this I
Wow.
now, as my children would say, this I now bequeath to you.
Wow.
I give this to you. This is one without.
You're giving it back?
I am giving it because
After I signed it for you? Wow.
I am starting the new stash of memorabilia
Wow.
in the studio. This one I'm going to keep though because I think it's. I think it has been worn.
It's funny.
I'm gonna keep
Now
this
that,
one.
did you bring up the studio fire,
Yeah.
which was 8 weeks ago today? It's funny because if you're
Not
watching,
that anyone's counting.
if you're watching from around the world, this is basically the equipment
Right.
we
is what we got.
that we now own.
By the
this
way,
is basically
by
it.
the way,
We have
speaking of
cards.
watching from around the world, Shmuel and Yehuda Rube are actively watching the screen right now.
Nice.
Right.
Don't quite understand why Papa's not talking directly to them as usual on FaceTime.
They're
but-
trying to reach
There's,
in.
yes, ZK's excited because the mounted police are coming. Look at him; he's so excited. I've never seen
Why
ZK
wouldn't
this
he be
excited in my
excited?
life.
This is the best day of his life.
I know.
When I called ZK,
It's only better when Ura's the night before.
when I called ZK and said the parade is on, he was like, "Yes, yes, yes."
That sounds like ZK.
Tell me we could spend Sunday on Fifth Avenue in New York City.
Exactly.
And the mounted police from the NYPD are making their way up Fifth Avenue. And yes, we are officially kicked off on the Celebrate Israel Parade 5782.
These are also, by the way, this year's Media Pass. And it wouldn't be as exciting if we had 70 other Media Passes in the studio just to add this to. But this is our first of, please God, many. I'm adding this to the collection of things that we will now take
It's
to
funny.
the new studio when it's finished
It's
being
funny
rebuilt.
because, and I actually had a vision of you coming for a whole ceremonial thing where certain things get posted on the wall.
Oh,
Because I have
nice.
a few surprises that are
Really?
that are going to stun you in terms of people from around the world who understood we lost everything and want to be the ones to replace certain items. It was
Nice.
and I thought I hinted to you the other day, and I thought you knew about it, but you obviously didn't, so it'll be even better.
Amazing.
Mounted Police are here. Thank you very much, NYPD. Thank you. Woo! What do we got here?
My parents' house.
Oh,
on the big
that's
TV.
great. Thank you to
Nice.
the Zomics.
So we have the mounted police, and then we have the official people who always follow the mounted police. Yes.
Right.
Somebody's got to do
Because
it.
Who wants to give up show business?
They
Exactly.
voted no on the camels.
Right, that might be.
What do you think the over-under is on a camel?
I don't think it exists this year, but
What?
I could be wrong. I don't think.
I don't remember the
Who
last
knows?
time.
Really?
Well, typically, of course, the joke is a camel is a horse built by a committee.
Right.
Yes.
So it would certainly fit in this venue.
So
The chauffeur man. By the way, my recollection is that the chauffeur blower gets driven,
I said in the big
Yeah,
car.
but not this
right.
year.
So here's what I think's going on.
Cutbacks, Mark.
Here's what I
He's
think.
younger,
I think
maybe.
you're both right. I think you're both right.
That's so Solomonic.
I
of
think
you.
what happens is
Beautiful.
this chauffeur blower does kick off the parade, as he will for us in just a minute or so.
Yeah.
But then at some point, because the Grand Marshal and the marshals of the parade are deeper into the line of march, I think he goes back and joins them in a car to come up Fifth Avenue. That's my.
Well, we could check if it's the same person or if it's a
Right, that's
second
what
chauffeur
I
blower.
think. Now, I may have made that whole thing up, but I'm telling you, I think there's something to my theory.
We're
Let's
not
put
here
it
to
that
prove you wrong.
way. Yeah.
I would suspect it's harder to continuously blow the chauffeur
As you make your
as
way
you're
up the-
walking.
Yes.
Much easier
Talk
in the back
about
of the car.
walking and chewing gum at the same time. Yeah.
It's one of those tasks that are not exactly.
Oh, not only that, we saw him walking down in the other direction.
So I'm assuming this is Mark Bloomberg.
Mark Bloomberg, yeah.
Who,
Let's
according
go. Let's get it to Kia.
Here we go. There it is, if you can hear it in the
That's it.
background.
Beautiful.
Sounds like he's playing America the Beautiful on the chauffeur.
Well done.
And the NYPD police band playing.
They're not going to play me a Havana Gila.
Oh, they're playing America the Beautiful.
Oh.
And what's better than that?
Amen.
You know, now at public gatherings,
Oh.
people try to defer
Yes.
from America the Beautiful and the Star Spangled Banner, and they try to play other things that might be appropriate. What is more appropriate than to gather here in the United States of America with the freedom to celebrate Israel and play a song like America the Beautiful?
I mentioned to you that on Thursday I attended a graduation.
Right.
Where there was no national anthem and there was no America the Beautiful. But instead, Mark, we stood for New York State of Mind by Billy Joel, which I would say is a beautiful song,
that's-
but a strange choice to have 10,000
Strange
people
choice.
stand up.
Mark knows how much it bothers me that he thinks that was okay, but all right. I know we're getting more tolerant in our old age, but boy, oh boy.
Nope.
One of the things you'll notice about the New York City police is no matter what activity they're doing, whether it's moving fences or playing a trumpet, they're all armed.
And the Shomrim Society is here. Thank you to the Shomrim Society.
Wonderful.
The proud members of the NYPD who are of the Jewish faith.
I mean.
And that group has grown like crazy over the years.
That looks like Nassau County to me.
And we're looking forward to more and more members of the NYPD coming from our community. There's Police Officer Paul Freed.
Woo!
There he is.
Oh, it's good to see people.
Proud member of the Lower Manhattan community.
The most important member of the media.
Mr. Brock Pierce.
Oh, fabulous.
We had the honor of joining you at one of your functions recently. Good luck in Vermont.
Kornblue doesn't get a shout out?
Jacob Kornblue, good luck to you no matter where you're hanging out.
Exactly.
New York or otherwise.
God, I love this parade. I really do. It's so great to be back.
It is good to be back.
Oh, man.
Hard to believe that we had the break that we had, but boy, oh boy, 2022 has gotten us back to Fifth Avenue.
Yep.
I was here last year. I don't know everybody else was.
Oh, is that what the problem was? Mark was sitting here for 3 hours, couldn't figure out what was going
Now,
on.
following the Shomrei setting aside, Rabbi Joe is here. Rabbi Joe.
We need Kruder. We need Kruder to be in between.
Thank God.
It is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, Stephen Miller is here. Now we can go home. That's it. We can go home.
Why would you suggest we go home?
What?
I don't get that. Why would you suggest we go home?
Just because it's, I'm not saying we're leaving. I'm being dramatic.
But
no.
people watching may think that.
They don't think we're leaving. They know my shtick at this point.
Describe this. Oh, we have no new viewers?
This is unbelievable. I'm sure they do, but they're along for the ride.
What do you think of this sight in front of us?
This is an unbelievable.
Like it takes every time you see
Ladder
a list
343. What a number, my God.
Every time you see a list like that,
yep.
It really hits you.
And it's over 20 years. It's over 20 years.
Crazy.
And this is
and
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, the tribute still to those who gave their
September
lives
11th.
on September 11th.
It's become so ingrained in the culture of the service, the NYPD and the fire department in New York City.
And it's funny that the 343 has never faded away. New York remembers that number, and of course many others, members of the NYPD, Port Authority Police, and volunteers. There we go. From the New York City Department of Corrections, I see members of the Jungreis family, including Baruch Jungreis, I believe, is there.
Yeah, it looks like he's there.
Baruch Jungreis is somewhere in that van. All right. Thank you to the New York City Department of Corrections.
It's ironic that most of the
Sheriff of Essex County. All right.
Most of the marchers.
I'm a South Ward Newark boy. Good to have you here.
Most of the marchers in the parade today are probably born after 9/11.
What?
Most of the marchers in the parade today are probably born after 9/11.
Oh wow, that's actually correct.
Wow.
That's hard to believe. All the way from Muncie, New York, right?
That's it. Maybe they can make it home before the traffic. It's a busy day here in New York, by the way. It's a busy
day. The Brewer
day.
Fire Engine Company #1 under the leadership of Chief Chaim Jacobson and all the members of the Jewish community that are chiefs in that department. Thank you, thank you.
Oh my God, they brought a whole.
Here they are.
They brought a whole engine with them.
The Brewer Fire Engine Company.
We get the siren. Wow.
Under the leadership of Chief Chaim Jacobson. And all the wonderful chief and personnel, thank you, and welcome from Muncie, New York. Welcome.
Being a firefighter is something I will never wrap my head around. I run away from fire, they run into fire. It's something I will never understand. It's an unbelievable thing. It's an unbelievable thing.
Yeah, that perspective has been one that really...
We have a tremendous amount of respect and appreciation.
To say the least.
Yes. Absolutely, for firefighters.
And the concern they have when that fire is going on, that it shouldn't spread, and that obviously their first priority is, God forbid, loss of life or those who could be injured potentially. And they're there, and the FDNY, nobody does it like them. There are many great fire departments, as we've just discussed, from many different neighborhoods and communities, but nobody like the FDNY. They've got it down to a science. So here we have a little bit of a break, a little bit of a lull, if you will, on Fifth Avenue.
Sidewalks are filling up, by the way, which is nice to see, both in front of us and behind us, which is great.
Yeah, good idea to thank those who have come out to support Israel and to celebrate Israel and to be here with us during our broadcast and to fill those sidewalks with cheering patrons.
And there's conflict programming today, Nahum. The Yankees.
Yeah.
I mean, the Yankees is it a doubleheader today?
Yeah,
Am I
but
right?
why was I told it starts at 3? Am I wrong?
No, the Ranger game starts at 3. I don't know.
Yoni, let me know. I think the Yankees start at 3.
The Yankees are playing against.
Because they're doing a full doubleheader instead of a day-night, so apparently they start at 3
Wow.
o'clock. That's what I was told. I don't know if I'm right, but there's one person when it comes to sports who we can consult with who will definitely give us the right update, and that's of course the one and only Yoni Pollack.
Yoni can tell us now if the Rangers are going to win tonight.
Does he know anything about hockey?
No, he doesn't think hockey's a real sport, or he doesn't think tennis is a real sport. One of them to him is not a real sport.
What do you got, Yoni? Give us an update.
Well, you're right about 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, yeah.
But,
Yankees
yeah,
at
the
3
Rangers
o'clock.
should win
By the
a
way,
touchdown.
Why'd you say the Rangers should win at home tonight?
Win by a touchdown, I think.
Thank you. Sorry.
By the way, that's great that the Yankees are later because it doesn't conflict with us.
Exactly.
Just the opposite. New York Trolley Company is here. Thank you very much for
Talk
celebrating
about
Israel
old
with
school.
us.
Were they here 3 years ago?
I believe so. Yeah, we've seen them
Wow.
before.
I went to one Rangers playoff game in my life, and I am still on edge from sitting.
Sounds
in that
about
game.
right.
And
Sounds about right.
finally, celebrating Israel with some groups that are coming up Fifth Avenue, walking groups up Fifth Avenue. Who do we have here?
American Veterans of Israel.
The American Veterans of Israel. Thank you for being here and thank you for your service.
Amazing.
And the official parade banner.
Mark, it's it. Now it's official.
Now it's
we
official.
saw the mounted police. We had the chauffeur.
And now
we have the
Friends
banner.
of Israel Scouts.
the Celebrate Israel banner, parade banner held by the Friends of Israel Scouts. Thank you, everybody.
There we go.
All the different Shvatim are being represented from
Beautiful.
different areas of New York. And otherwise, thank you to the Friends of Israel Scouts.
Yes, I have the chills. This is a sight. For the last number of years, we didn't think we would see this
That's
anytime soon. And by the way, a shout out to the JCRC. To be honest, they could have canceled, right? They could have decided not to restart.
Yeah, we should spend a minute on that. You're right.
We really credit needs to be given where credit is due.
And there's even more to it behind the scenes. I don't even think that they were authorized to think about doing this parade until after the turn of the calendar, until 2022 began. So they usually have a year to prepare. They had much less time to prepare.
Right.
Still went ahead with it, even with the May-June conflict that we spoke about earlier.
Correct.
Still went ahead with it, and here we are.
And it's a beautiful thing. It really is an absolutely beautiful thing. It feels good to be back here, but it feels good for people to be back here as well.
For sure.
You know, masks are the mask mandates have obviously lightened up, and I think everyone was cheering at home when El Al announced that on May 23rd, starting tomorrow, that there would masks would not be required on flights, etc. But now seeing this,
The OU.
this is good
PAC
stuff.
613, thank you for being here from the Scouts of America. And the OU, the Orthodox Union, is here with a full contingent from, as we have it on our list, from OU and Yachad and NCSY and all the people who make the Orthodox Union tick.
It also seems there are some playoff beards.
Are there?
Nice job. Well, no, but yes. There we go. The OU, way to go. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back is right.
Welcome back.
Whoa.
Nice. Way to go. This is my first
Thank
shirt.
you very much.
There we go.
The OU has tossed us a T-shirt.
First shirt. We would pass back, but we have none. So we're gonna keep it.
Thank you to the Orthodox Union.
That's it. Thank you, guys. Oh my God. It's the Polikoffs. The Polikoffs are here. Oh, and we get a hand
I'll
clap.
tell you. We've
We
got
love
swag
them.
galore.
Where's the rest of the crew? They're coming. Okay. Well, I got to get, and our friends of MADA, American Friends of Magen David Adom, joining us as they head up. And there's Peter, who I haven't seen in 3 years.
Thank you, Peter, for all your help.
thank
Peter
you.
Coleman.
Peter,
Amazing
it is
job, Peter.
wonderful
Thank
to
you.
see you. It is a good, you know what? You always become concerned, obviously, as COVID had tremendous repercussions, that we're not going to see everybody we're used to seeing.
That's right.
Right? So thank God we're here. Thank God our friends are here. Thank God the usuals, the regulars, we're all here, and it's really a blessing. It's really a blessing. Who's keeping, Yoni, who's keeping tags? Yeah, Hayinu Kicholmim, no joke. We were like dreamers. Who's keeping track on the number of shirts that we get and in order? Yoni. Yoni is doing that. All right.
Thank you to American Friends of Magen David Adom. They are here
Yes.
on the parade route. One of the more important institutions in Israel, to say the least.
Fabulous.
The first of the Jewish day schools
Oh.
What is that?
is entering.
Burn rubber?
All right, this is the first day school
This
to
is
come on
it.
Fifth Avenue. I'm assuming
There's
there
a
are
lot. Holy mackerel. It says on the list here that there are 275
Wow.
students. Here he is. You have the microphone
There
for
we go.
Rav Tomer Ronen, the head of Yeshivat Ha'atid.
We haven't
A
figured
pleasure, Rabbi Ronen.
We haven't figured. Oh, Yoni is a rule breaker.
It is so nice to be back here on Fifth Avenue. after
Thank you very much.
Woo! Beautiful. Yeshivat Ha'atid.
Thank you.
All right.
Or
Thank
record
you
booth.
very much.
Beautiful.
Thank you to Yeshiva Atid.
Looking great in turquoise. We got our first stretch call. Check.
You're into that, huh?
I love it. I'm loving it. I'm checking off all the important
I
parts.
see that.
We should
Is
play.
it annoying you yet?
Can we play
Oh,
parade
I would
bingo?
hope so.
Miriam, we should have made
Otherwise-
parade bingo cards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming up directly behind Yeshivat Ha'atid is Manhattan Day School.
Hello to MDS, Manhattan Day School. Woohoo!
Yeah.
An institution that means a lot to the Siegel family. And great to see you guys. Oh, wow. Seeing some very familiar faces. Thank you, MDS, Manhattan Day School. Woohoo!
It is beautiful to see these shirts. Manhattan Day School, my God. Amazing. Talk about institutions that have been around forever.
A long,
right?
long time.
It is a beautiful thing. Rabbi Eisenberg is here. I didn't even know Rabbi Eisenberg was here. Who knew? We had to have an Eisenberg with MDS. There we go. Check
And
that
David
off.
Spiro, welcome.
Yes. Oh, beautiful. It is nice to see MDS. It certainly is. And they stretch. No pun intended.
Okay.
No pun intended. It
Yeah,
is.
they are taking up a lot of space on the avenue,
Hey, man,
Manhattan
that's
Day
all right.
School. Nice.
That's all right. Way
All
to
right.
go. Way to
Hey,
go.
Mila.
My God, it's nice to see familiar faces. By the way, I should let you know, Nahum,
Yeah.
that you'll be happy to know that Hafter marches pretty early, so
All
we can get
right.
that out of the way for you.
But
I know
before
it's,
Hafter,
it's
now-
usually
I care
March.
what
Well,
they
now
march.
that we had the school that the Siegel children went to,
Yeah.
coming up right behind them, the school the Zamek children
There you
went
go.
Oh, nice.
The Mariah School
right,
is
it's a
here. All right.
to. Sephora Boim leading the charge.
Thank you, Tzipora Boy.
There we go.
Rabbi Daniel Alter, the head of the Mariah.
Great
Yeshivat
shirt,
Moriah.
Mariah. Hey, who
Yeah,
from
they look
Mariah
good.
has an extra shirt they can toss our way?
They look good
Do
in
we
those
have
shirts.
an extra shirt? This is my life now. I'm
You have to
begging
be
for
careful.
shirts.
Yeah, no need.
No need?
Nah.
It's beneath me?
Moranini
No.
is here.
Oh,
I just feel bad because they don't have one.
I know, but listen, we're going to keep track. And please, God, next year, we're going to throw shirts back.
Thank
It's
you, Mariah.
nice to see you, Mariah.
Great to have you here all the way
Way
from New
to go.
Jersey.
All the way from New Jersey.
All the way from New Jersey. You know how tough it is to get from New York to New Jersey?
It's harder to get here from Long Island.
That's true.
That's true, but there's
actually
good
true.
reason for that. Don't
Our-
go to Long
our
Island.
Here we
friend-
go.
Yes, we
Rabbi
do.
Daniel Alter, the head of the school
Mariah.
of
Thank
Mariah.
you.
Thank you,
Rabbi
Mariah.
Alter.
I underestimated
I almost
Mariah.
missed-
By the way,
almost
look
missed
at the
that
cool yarmulke that the Rabbi Alter is wearing with the gold mem on it. Very good.
This is 2.
Almost underestimated the folks in Mariah.
Thank you, Mariah. Way to go. Now we got 2. I got Orthodox Union and I got Mariah.
And the first float coming up
all right.
from the JNF.
Jewish National
our
Fund is
good
here.
friends at JNF.
We are big fans of the Jewish National
We
Fund, the work
certainly
that they
are.
do.
They're not just trees.
They are not just trees.
Why don't they ask me for that motto? Not just trees.
They may have used it already, if I'm not mistaken.
In their 400 years of existence?
Possibly.
Okay.
Oh, Halavaya
Based
was
on the
400.
Oh,
but
that's 1 second.
the blue
The
box
blue
is
box
here.
is here.
The blue box is here.
here.
JNF is on the parade route
That's it.
with the well-respected blue box. Everyone's turning
I
their
love a
attention
good
to
blue
it.
box. You're welcome, blue box.
Nice.
And there's a real person in that
There is
box.
a real
Believe it or not.
person.
And their float is featuring some great music. and a lot of spirit. After all, it's time to celebrate Israel, and who celebrates
certainly
Israel
is.
better on a daily basis than the Jewish National Fund
By the way,
USA?
there seems to be a float of one over there going southbound on Fifth Avenue. The gentleman with 72 flags hanging onto a cart. Shout out to you, float of one.
He's got one of those nice granny carts filled with Israeli
filled
flags.
With flags.
By the way, it
Amazing.
seems that it takes about 10 minutes from the start of the parade to
Are
get
you
to
timing
us.
people?
Not bad. That's good.
Okay.
That's
Giving you
good. The
a
whole
sense of where
route.
we
The
are.
whole route probably 30 minutes, I would guess.
Right.
The Rabbi Pesach Raymond Yeshiva from Edison, New Jersey.
All
I
right.
spent a lot of time there lately.
RPRY is here, everybody.
Woo!
Right, Pesach Raymond Yeshiva of Edison out in New Jersey. Another one of those historic institutions that's been
Correct.
around for decades and decades. A place that's been the centerpiece of one of the most active Jewish communities of New Jersey.
I see a red shirt coming my way.
There you go.
I see a red shirt coming my way. You know, there's a lot of pressure. All right,
Nice,
we'll get it.
thank
We'll get
you.
it. We'll get it. We'll get it.
RPRY with a shirt.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you. That's 3. Nice shirt.
They
Everybody
did a
check
good
that
job.
out.
You guys did a good job on your
Yes.
parade shirt this year, I must say.
Well done. Not too many reds you see. I like
yeah,
this. We're
done
standing
very,
out.
very nicely.
We're standing out. Good job. Way to go. It's a beautiful, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's nice. The sun's
spend,
coming out.
I
It feels good
yeah.
to be here.
I
I
spend
can't
a
stop
fair
saying
bit
it.
of time in that neighborhood lately.
Are you
I've been
lost?
2 mornings a week in Avasachim and Highland Park.
Oh, nice.
Or AA, as they call it.
Hey,
Everything in Highland Park is initials.
Right.
RP,
that's
RY.
good.
It's actually a good chant.
That is
I
a
like
good
that.
chant. It seems there's a doctor in the house.
Hello, hello. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for being here. Oh, there is the doctor.
Exactly.
Oh,
The Shefa School. Where's my girl?
Hello to the Shefa
Nice
School.
ranger hat. Way to go. Way to go. Where is Mickey? Where is Mickey Appel? Oh, that's right. Fair point. Fair point. All right, well, shout out to Shefa.
You got to keep track of the people
I
you're looking
know.
for.
My gosh, that's true. It's embarrassing. I wasn't keeping up with Mickey's schedule. It's rough. Oh, now, this actually, our next marchers and our next float is part of this massive campaign to end Jew hatred. So we do have friends of, the Jewish people is the best way to put it. Shout out to all of you. We thank you.
We commend you and thank you for all
We
your hard
certainly
work.
do.
Thank you.
I'll tell you that entire campaign is everywhere, right? It is everywhere.
And it's having quite an effect because
Correct.
it's done really, really well.
It is done very well.
The float, as you see, says, let's work to end Jew hatred in our lifetime.
Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Hey!
Got to be careful when they're yelling at you on their way back after watching the road.
Right, and then the Lawfare Project. You've actually had members of the Lawfare Project on the air.
Yeah, they do everything in the courts through the legal system in order to protect those who are either accused of things or are trying to fight for justice,
Correct.
whether it be regarding terror attacks or other acts or other situations. And the Lawfare Project should be applauded for all their hard work, and we thank you very, very much.
And
Westchester
Westchester
Hebrew High
Hebrew High
School.
School.
Westchester Hebrew High School's here. All right.
Way to go. Westchester Jewish.
The Westchester Jewish
Way to
Center
go,
has
the
made
Marinette.
themselves known.
Yes, way
on
to
the
go.
route. Thank
Yes.
There
Nice.
you go.
I haven't heard that in a while. First dog. First dog on the route.
In a T-shirt,
First dog on the route.
which I like.
Love that. By the way, I should also mention when we give ZK credit for all the things that he does, Nachum, what did ZK bring today?
What did he bring today?
Saran wrap. Because you can't have a parade show, folks, without saran wrap. If it rains, every piece of equipment gets saran wrapped.
Well, you should know.
Is the ducky umbrella here?
Yes.
You should know when I first heard about the proposed 95-degree weather, the first thing I thought of was the show that we did in Jerusalem where the iPhone overheated, and it was our primary method of contact with the United States. And
It's also how we were broadcasting.
correct. Well, that's what I meant.
Right.
And Yoni went ahead and found a bag of ice.
Yes.
And that seemed to have solved the problem somehow.
MJE.
And
Thank you to Rabbi
spiritual
Wiles and
gangsta.
MJE.
Doing great work out there.
What the scariest part is that he and I are essentially the same age, and he looks like he's in high school.
And thank you for letting the Siegel family participate
Yes,
with you.
absolutely.
A lot of great MJE people. talk about bridging the gap between Israel and the diaspora. MJE has gone ahead and not only has learned about Judaism and Jewish roots and, of course, about Israel, but they've gone on trips and made sure to make Israel a real part of their daily lives.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing more important than that.
They just did a Shabbaton in Teaneck.
Thank you. By the way,
Yeah.
you said something about the broadcast from A Chateau. Or you wanted?
I'm sorry?
No, you were about to say hi.
No, go ahead.
Oh, the broadcast from A Chateau where Yoni came through in the clutch with the bag of ice, which
Right.
CK would have had a heart attack had he been there to see it.
Correct.
But who gets credit for the idea?
Was it you?
Barry Jacobs.
Oh, right.
Barry Jacobs is the one who said, get a bag of ice.
David?
And we looked at her and said, are we
David?
putting the iPhone in a bag of ice?
Is that David Weprin, I think?
Yeah.
There
Yes,
it is.
how
Oh.
are you?
We have a microphone for him?
Do we have a microphone? Yes, and we have an illegal barrier
And we
for
got a
each show. Oh, let's get that shirt. 2 shirts.
Nice. Thank you.
Let me tell you something.
Let's hear it for the Chevron
Thank
Fund.
you.
Let's hear it for the Holy City of Hebron and the Hebron Fund that supports the amazing work being done in the Holy
Amen.
City of Hebron. David Weprin, take it away.
Hi, this is Assemblyman David Weprin, marching as I do each and every year for more years than I can remember. And of course, it seems unfortunately every year seems to be more important because Israel is always under siege. But obviously we have to continue fighting for Israel, fighting against anti-Semitism, fighting against BDS, which is a cancer on a lot of us, and to single out the only democracy in the Middle East when we have so many countries with human rights abuses. I will continue to be there each and every step of the way, fighting BDS and supporting the state of Israel.
Thank you,
Thank
Assemblyman.
you.
Rabbi
Bicultural.
David Weprin.
And Bicultural Hebrew Academy.
Bicultural with Rabbi Bernstein. All right. Thank you, Bicultural. How things going up there in
Way to
Connecticut?
go. Connecticut's great.
Good to have you here.
Oh,
Maya notes.
Wow, Maya Note is here. They celebrated a
woo!
significant
Way
anniversary
to go, Maya
recently.
Note. Maya Note, who has an extra shirt for
Thank
me?
you, Maya Note.
There we go. Can I get a purple
That's
shirt?
Dina Katz up there.
Who's going to get me a purple shirt? Maya Note looks great
Another
in
one
purple.
of those schools that takes the Celebrate Israel Parade
That's right.
very seriously. We thank them for being here and
They
celebrating
look
on Fifth
great.
Avenue.
They look great. Way to go. Early enough in the parade that the long sleeves are not, exhausting. Right?
I see you're going after the long sleeve shirts more than you
No,
are. For
not at all. Heaven forbid. My first marching band.
All right, so this is the NBO drum line, and we
My
thank them for
second
being
one?
here.
Oh, you mean the police. Okay, fair.
Wouldn't be a parade without them, that's for sure.
This is our second marching band and our first Chaim Hagler coming up in the parade.
One of the
Was that your joke? Sorry.
one of the
Take my line.
on the run of show. It seems that right after these schools are participating, some of the dignitaries are going to join us. We got to get ready to hopefully get
Nice.
some of them on the air. Yeshiva Noam is here. Let's hear it for Yeshiva Noam.
Oh, I guess this is a shout out to Shemitah, if I'm getting this correctly.
Very good.
Thank you. But we can ask Rabbi Hagler. Oh, we can have a hat toss? All right. This is going to take some game. I'm ready. Watch the cameras. Good. One. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that apron.
Thank
oh
you
my
very
gosh,
much.
there she is. There's my girl. Hello, Tamar. Is this all you? Oh my gosh.
Nice job. Yeshiva
I
Noam.
I love it. You guys are the best.
Rabbi
Ah,
Hagler.
Yeah, Elle, I didn't see you there. Also, I should have realized you guys would be together. Amazing. Great to see you guys. We love the Rothenbergs.
Noam Farms have moved into Manhattan.
Our first shout out, by the way, to the Rothenbergs and the Rothenberg Law Firm.
Big thank you to the Rothenberg Law Firm at injurylawyer.com for sponsoring our coverage.
Gosh.
And great to see Tamar and everybody. What?
Ross is here.
And Ross
Where's
is here.
Ross? There he is.
There he is. in his proud Noam Farms gear.
Exactly.
Rabbi Hagler, what do you think being back after 3 years on Fifth Avenue to celebrate Israel?
It's great. It's just amazing. Obviously, in school, we've been celebrating Israel, but to be here together
Amen.
is just incredible.
And
Together.
And it looks like the school has come up with another original idea for this year, which is nice.
We have. Focusing on the Shemitah year that they're celebrating in Israel this
Beautiful.
year, and we're building off of that.
Phenomenal.
Love the flags.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. A lot of
Yeah.
Ross is here. Ross, thank you.
Ross!
Thank you to the Rothenberg Law Firm.
Ross
Look
loves,
who's back.
Imagine that, huh?
Wow.
Ross loves being on the air.
Yeah.
Great to be here.
It's his favorite pastime. Thank you, and thank you for all your support. Thank you for being on Fifth Avenue with
Woo!
us.
Next year in Jerusalem.
Amen. Can't say that enough times.
Yep.
You're 100% right.
Do you think the Rothenberg Law Firm is going to support our broadcast from Jerusalem
I
next
hope
year?
so.
I bet they will.
I
Yes, they will.
hope so.
Tamar's like, of course we are.
There you go. You see that?
Amazing stuff.
Maybe-
Noam, you look great.
Maybe we'll go for the
You guys look absolutely great.
maybe we'll go for the split screen, New York and Jerusalem.
Oh, wow.
That would be pretty amazing.
ZK is already sweating. And not because of the weather.
Thank you. You
Amazing
see my
stuff.
dog,
Oh,
Rabbi
my gosh.
Motechin.
Exactly.
Great to see
I
you.
love how a lot of the school
Exciting.
principals bring their own sound systems and are doing their own radio show as
Right.
they walk up Fifth Avenue.
And then, of course,
If everybody could do a podcast, everybody could do their own show.
there's that. So you are joining us here for our return to
Should have the
Fifth
mayor
Avenue.
coming up soon, according to the
No,
schedule.
nothing. It's fabulous.
I'm serious.
I know.
Everyone these days.
Oh.
I
Okay.
suspect the mayor should be on time. now,
Well, it's funny if you would have
because in the past,
if you would have studied this. Well, that's funny. But if you would have studied this, they said that he may be a drop late and
Right.
be inserted later. If you look at the bottom of page 1, it may be inserted later on on the parade route. But we do look
maybe
forward
that was
to seeing.
a vestige of days past.
It may have been left over from last year's Road of Show. Or what do we call it? Line of
Line of
March.
Parade.
Right.
Line
Line
of
of
March. State of Israel bonds. We know that historically one of the best ways to support the State of Israel is with Israel bonds.
We
And
see
of course,
David and Tammy Marks, of course.
David and Tammy Marks, thank you very much. And it's great to see everybody and remind everybody that there is, even in 2022, an amazing option of supporting Israel through bonds. And those of you out there who are interested in checking it out should certainly go online, research it, and become part of the Israel Bonds family. Mayor Kruder is here. I want to
Where
thank
is
him.
he?
I want to thank
Oh my
him.
gosh. The boys are back in town. Now, we're all here?
I want to thank Mayor Kruder because
Love him.
he's our official photographer,
Yes.
parade and otherwise. And here he is. Here he is
He's
on Fifth
here.
Avenue, ready to get tackled by somebody at some
That's
point.
it. By the way, that's also tradition. Let's
right.
be honest.
Why do you think he's here?
Exactly. We need
We're
Mayor
big
Kruder.
traditionalists. That's why he's
Exactly.
here.
I mean, I think the best. We'll stop for a quick. Okay, the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. The best or the worst tackling was Mayor with. I think it wasn't Mayor
Schumer.
de Blasio.
It
It
was
was
Schumer.
Schumer.
Oh, I thought it was Governor Cuomo's detail.
Oh, yeah, that was
the one
rough.
that was the one that caused the most
Tumult.
consternation.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
Yes, that then gave us a good
Yeah.
20 minutes of fodder.
For those of you watching for the first time, you're watching a pretty calm broadcast so far.
Yes.
We'll
Stay tuned,
Yeah,
though.
we'll see if that'll change.
Okay, everybody turn your headphones down.
Hey, man. No, come on, we look good. Everybody cheer.
What do you mean?
Hafter.
Turn your headphones down.
All right, settle down.
Hafter's one of the larger schools that comes out to the parade and brings
Yes.
God knows how many students with them.
God knows how many.
And
students.
they're another one of the schools
1,000 according to the
and
line
they are
of
another
marchers.
one of the schools that not only are an important historic institution, but they also were an important backbone to the establishment of a Jewish community in a certain area. In
And
this
who's
case,
in
of
front?
course,
Who
the
is
5
literally
towns
leading Hafter
of
up
Long
the street?
Island.
The man with his rally beard. Where's the love? The love is coming. Let's go, Hafter. We got to pace the love. We
The
got to
Heb-
pace the love.
The Hebrew Academy of the 5 towns in
There
Rockaway.
we go.
Led, led by their
And you see Mr. Gold, you see Ari Solomon, you see Stephen Wallach, who
led
is-
by their amazing leadership, and of course Stephen Wallach, who's
There
part of
we
the lay
go.
leaders of Hafter.
Yes. Everybody's on board. Hafter looking great. Let's do better than this.
Let's hear it, Hafter. Come on.
And there's Miss Hammer. Miss Hammer, we are going to miss you on this parade route. There we go. Oh, here we go. Everybody's here. It is a full showing for Hafter. We take a up blocks, Nahum.
I see that. Wow.
Literally.
That's it. We got to
2
do
blocks.
better.
It's going to be, God knows how long it's going to take to get through this whole group.
I'm pacing myself so I only embarrass the Wallach children when they actually come close.
All right. Well, when that's going to happen?
And then, there are a bunch of Wallach kids.
Here's one of them.
Where's one? There's one. Ruth Wallach, get everybody to cheer. Let's go. Come on, Hafter. There we go.
Okay. Change the format.
Hey.
No, actually, this is the exact
We need
format.
it.
This is the
Exactly.
format that we
We
expected.
need a Hafter shirt. Can I get a Hafter shirt?
Steven's getting
Mary,
undressed.
move
Not
it,
that
Mary, move
one.
it drop to your left so people can at least see
Oh,
you.
they're not seeing me?
No. There you go.
There we go. Way to go, Hafter. Can I get a shirt? Does not one person have a Hafter shirt to give me? What is happening here? We're not that one. Keep that on. Keep that on. Keep that on.
You'll get one at home, Miriam.
I'll get one at home.
You can steal it
But
from the
it's all
laundry.
right. There are 2 more blocks of us coming. I'm just going to stand here patiently. You want me to go sit back down, don't you?
Do whatever you want.
All right, do whatever I want.
The show's
Fabulous.
off the
There's Rabbi
rails
Wienerker.
already.
My gosh, the cameramen.
Do I
I
have-
love everybody here. Where is my Hafter shirt? Do I not know anyone in Hafter who can give me a shirt? Have I lost all my connections to the school?
Yes.
Yes, it seems so. Not that one either. I need a fresh Hafter shirt.
There must be one in that
Is
bin
there
over there.
one Hafter High School making its way up?
Wallachs.
Up. You see Rabbi Hertz.
Yeah, it's on.
That's it.
There's a Rabbi
After
Wallach coming
still,
up.
yes, Rabbi Wallach is making his way up. Miss Littman is making her way up. We see her. I can't get a Hafter shirt for the life of me. This is embarrassing. But we love them. They look great. I'm going to sit back down. Way to go. And Rabbi Dr. Weiner, everybody's here. Now we're talking. All right, we'll get it. Thank you, guys. What's up, Rebbe? How are you? Nahum? That was fun for me. Not sure it was fun for anybody else, but it was fun for me. Let's check it out.
The Barkai Yeshiva.
The Alan
Oh,
Sunny.
wait. Los Angeles.
The Alan Sunny Gindi Barkai Yeshiva. Welcome to New York.
1 second, I have shout-outs.
Welcome to New York, and thanks for
Where
being here.
are the Anziskas and the Steinlaufs? Where are they? I have specific shout-outs. Lila, where are you? Where is Lila Anziska? Am I with the wrong Hillel Yeshiva? I don't
This is
think
not
so.
Hillel.
It's not Hill, it's Barkai. I don't
Oh,
think
it's
they're not
Barkai.
familiar.
Okay. We're not up to you yet. So welcome to New York anyway. But we love you guys. Way to go.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
It was too soon. I thought they were right after.
I want to welcome those who are watching around the world. We're on YouTube. We're at NachumSegal.com. We're on Facebook Live on the Nachum Segal Network page. And I want to thank ZK and Yoni and Rochelle Zamek and everybody who's here as a great support system from me, from Miriam L. Wallach, and, of course,
Sam
Mark
Gilbert.
Zamek. Thank you to Sam Gilbert, our videographer and cameraman. Thank you to Mayor Kruder, who's on the route and is taking pictures of everything that's going on.
Yigal Siegel, by the way, checked in from Israel. He's watching.
Thank you, Yigal Siegel, for checking in. And we actually had a couple of check-ins from Israel, people who are tuned in and very happy that we are actually spending time in New York celebrating Israel. A lot of people from other parts of the world don't realize that we are somewhat connected to the Holy Land, even if we are 6,000 miles away, and it's good that people can actually view it and see it live and in person as we do this broadcast. So we're on all those different platforms, and I thank everybody for being part of it and for celebrating with us. Remember, it's the first time in 3 years that this group is together. It's the first time in 3 years that we're on Fifth Avenue. Thank God we have beautiful weather, and we are continuing to acknowledge all the groups that are walking up Fifth Avenue here in New York
And in
City.
this case, we say down Fifth Avenue.
That's right. We are looking forward to the next float, which is going to be Maccabi USA, plus the Gindi Maimonides Academy, where we were. Remember, we were actually at their event. We weren't at their
that will
at their
be
school.
that will be my appropriate shout out.
Meaning, right? I believe so.
Yes.
Right, because if the names you mentioned are the ones you're looking for, I have a feeling,
they're in
based
that
on the
group.
lay leadership of the school, that
Right.
that's the school that they are in.
That's the one I'm looking for.
So we'll do that coming up. What do we have here? Here they are. Okay, Gindi
Okay,
Maimonides
now we have Gindi
from Los
Maimonides.
Angeles, correct?
Way to go. Okay.
All the way from LA, it's Gindi Maimonides.
Let's try this again. Where are my Anziskas? Where is Lila? There we go. Oh my God, look
Very
at that face.
nice.
Is that not Allison? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait.
Very nice. Oh my gosh, am I getting old?
I know, we're all getting
Stein
old.
Labs
Wait a
we're
minute,
looking
and I
for?
need Amalia and Maytal Steinleff. There we go. So
Where
we
are
have
they?
right there, right
Oh
in front.
my gosh.
The other faces, amazing. And of course, a shout out to the Steinleffs and the Anziskas back in Los Angeles. We love you guys. You have been amazing supporters.
You look just like your aunt, by the way.
You guys are, I mean.
You can tell her I said
you
that.
You could pick them out of a lineup.
Yeah, you can tell her I said that.
Yeah.
Well, you look like Aunt.
No, you look like Yoni.
Oh,
yes.
You think she looks like Yoni?
Yes, because she looks like Shuli.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, yes. But you guys are great. Welcome to New York. Enjoy your stay. Thank you for coming all the way here. And in a boot? You came all the way in a boot?
I thought she looks like Aunt Joey.
Wow.
To me, she looks like Aunt Joey.
Oh, okay. I see that. All right, but there's,
Nassau County is here under the leadership of some great government officials, including Nassau County Executive Mr. Bruce Blakeman, who's been with us on the air.
And Michael Fragan.
Michael Fragan is here. Congressman Lee Zeldin is here.
You should know Congressman.
Who is running for governor of the state of New York.
Correct.
Good luck,
Absolutely.
Governor.
Rabbi Schachter.
That I don't hear.
Say it again.
Oh,
Anthony D'Esposito, thank you for joining us.
Oh.
This is a great day for the state of Israel. I'm here with Congressman Lee Zeldin and our Nassau County elected officials. We stand with Israel.
Thank you. Amazing to have support from your incredible community. Thank
and
you
Rabbi
so much.
Schachter from the Young Israel Wooden
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Michael.
How did he get a sash?
Maccabi USA, Sports for Israel. You
Way to
talk
go.
I am sure. I don't know details, but I am sure the last 3 years have not been easy since the last time we saw them. We want sports and activities to continue. We want it to be in person. We want it to be with people gathered from all around the world.
And
Thank God
And
it's
we
back.
want a shirt. How do I get a shirt?
Thank you, Maccabi.
There we go. Let's toss it over. Oh, he's got a good arm. There we go. I tell you, catching all these shirts on camera is dangerous.
Well, we almost lost the table.
A little
there,
bit.
so.
We almost lost the table, but that's okay.
Coming up, more schools and more groups as we broadcast from the Celebrate Israel Parade here on 5th Avenue.
We're doing a good job.
Nachum Siegel, Miriam Al-Wallach, Mark Zamek, all gathered together in our booth on 5th Avenue and 64th Street. The North Shore Hebrew Academy has been spotted on 5th Avenue in New York City.
Unbelievable. They are an incredible institution. I want you to know I was there at North Shore Hebrew Academy High School last week for a game.
Yeah.
I think I'm still in the parking lot. It's so big. It's unbelievable. I made a joke. It's huge.
Let's hear it for North
amazing.
Shore. Thank you for being here. You
Way
look
to
great.
go.
Also prepared very well for the parade, it seems.
Yes. Do we think that Rabbi Noam Weinberg is making his way
I haven't
up?
seen him yet. I assume we'll see him at some
assume
point.
he's
There
here.
he is,
There
Rabbi
he is.
Weinberg. There he is.
That's it. It doesn't look like he's wearing an official shirt, though.
Well, he's with the right color at least.
Yes.
He's blending right in.
He is
the
blending
scene.
right in. He's like, why did they just call me out for that?
And
because we're
he
friends.
He knows that we do call out people like
No,
this
he's
for
got
that.
a faculty shirt, and we adore him. And North Shore's
he's got the right
doing
shirt.
great. We will see him, please God, in July. Yes, in July.
What's happening in July?
Yom NCSY.
Oh, Yom NCSY. We'll see.
Yes.
He leads one of the great NCSY summer programs.
Yes, he has 2 Wallachs on his program this year.
Wow.
I hope it continues next year. Amen.
Amen.
There you go. But they look great. Way to go, North Shore. I mean, you got to give props to a kid who's eating pizza with the box and walking uptown. I give you, buddy, kol hakavod.
He probably had it
Yeah,
delivered
exactly.
3 blocks before.
I'll
like
tell you. It is. There's something about that's a new one for this year.
Let's say that again.
Got to turn it this way. We can okay or not.
Mark, who do we have here?
Oh, Hillel Yeshiva is back.
Hillel Yeshiva and high school.
Beautiful.
Hillel Yeshiva and high school. All right.
Hillel.
Hillel, yes, I was going to say.
Now, they are based where?
In Deal.
Deal, New Jersey.
Yes.
Yet another important institution that was one of the most vital pieces to the building of a Jewish community, in this case down in the Deal area of New Jersey. And all these years later, look what Hillel's become.
Look at it, sprawling.
Massive.
It's absolutely sprawling. Way to go. Wave, everybody. Let's go.
All right, Hillel.
Hillel. Beautiful job. Oh, we have our first official dance set.
Nice.
Yes.
Who is this coming up the avenue?
Coming up, is the Parparim Ensemble Dance Group.
All right. Let's
With
hear
the
it for the
JCRC.
Parparim Ensemble.
And a parpar is?
Butterfly.
Yes.
And there's
Is that Solomon Brothers?
Yeah. I believe so.
Yes.
No, it's the Mossad band. Mossad band.
Okay.
Well, 6
Close,
of 1, half
right.
dozen of the other. There they are,
Yeah,
the Mossad
woo!
band on the JCRC float.
Beautiful.
Yuda.
He can't hear you. Woo! That is a real. There we go. Malcolm, get a shout over there. Oh my gosh.
Mayor Giuliani.
Mayor Giuliani.
Mayor Giuliani.
Wow, is that a beautiful thing? Can we get the man a mic?
Oh, and his son, Andrew.
Oh, what a job. Is this an honor?
Mayor Giuliani, Andrew Giuliani.
Thank you very much for having us back in this parade. I've been in it 25 times to celebrate America's greatest friend, the state of Israel.
Amen.
My favorite country other than the United States of America. And my son, exactly the same thing. He's running for governor, and he will be the biggest supporter of Israel of anyone in any party.
Andrew, nice to meet you.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you guys very much for your friendship. Thank you for everything, and we will absolutely stand by Israel every single step of the way. Thank you.
Very,
Thank
very
you.
much.
God bless you, and God bless the wonderful people of Israel. On September 11, they gave me inspiration because when I used to go there for the bombings, they were so brave.
Yeah.
Thank you to Israel.
Thank you, Mayor Giuliani.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Wow.
Wow.
That brought back a lot of memories.
Look, Kruder hasn't gotten tackled.
Hard to believe.
Way to go. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
Yep.
A lot of great public officials here, including District Attorney Melinda Katz. Thank you
Thank
for being here
you.
today. She's been a guest of ours here on the Malcolm Siegel Network in the past, and I thank her very, very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here to support Israel.
Amen.
And to celebrate Israel. We're not just supporting, we're also
Correct.
celebrating.
That's also the shift in the title. I mean,
Yeah.
it used to be, right? It used to be called, when I was growing up, the Salute.
Remember that?
Yes, to Israel Parade. And we got rid of that because it's not a salute. It's not about something militaristic. It's about celebrating. And that's what we're doing here.
Want to thank the Bronx County District Attorney Darcel Clark. Thank you for being here today, for supporting Israel. Best regards to everybody up in the Bronx. It looks like the next band
Yes,
that
it
we've
was
been
a
waiting for.
big surprise. Yes.
Every parade has its own, what's the word, personality.
Yes.
Every
Do you
parade-
remember when we were attacked by a dog?
Yes.
Every
remember
block
that
of
one?
every parade.
Yes.
Right up here.
Literally,
Right
there
up
was
here.
one year. Was it the last year we were here?
Maybe, or the year before that.
All of a
yeah.
sudden, there was a dog that
A
came
big
up.
black
Big
dog.
dog. It was like dog
Gigantic.
quasi horse. And it was all of a sudden up
Right
here.
between us.
Right
Okay,
here. We
wait,
didn't know
wait,
what was
wait,
happening.
Wait, Miriam, we have to stop.
What do you
Those
mean?
are some costumes.
This is some cost. These
That's
are so.
it.
We're hopefully
Take a look at the
you
screen,
gotta get
everybody.
The,
The
right camera
Woodland
angle
String
on this
Band
one.
is here, and
Let's
we've got
give
some
respect.
incredible costumes coming up Fifth Avenue.
We don't
That's a
see
lot
them
of work.
complaining
That's
about
a
the
lot
weather.
Of work. Yes.
You think they'll throw me a costume?
Wow.
Thank you for being
Wow.
here today.
See, if we
Thank
were
you.
just doing a radio broadcast, it would totally be lost.
I'm not the only one covering my hair today.
Wow.
Guys, am I going to get a Hava Nagila or that's not in the playlist?
Oh man, for the first time ever.
You may have gotten it.
I may have gotten it. Thank you!
Woo!
Way to go! Now, this is a first. This is
I
a
would
first.
put this under the Celebrate New York category, not
This
the
is
Celebrate
God.
Israel
I love
category.
this. I love this town. See, if you don't ask, you don't possibly
see
get it.
that.
It's true.
I thought the game was see who anyway.
No. Now it's taunting people.
I like that.
There we go.
Woo!
Oh, I love it. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh.
He's playing this bass like it's a guitar.
That is props
That
to
is
you.
awesome.
Woo!
In that costume at 90 degrees.
That is unbelievable.
Who do we have here?
Science Abroad.
Science Abroad, welcome, and welcome to the Jewish Federation from Pennsylvania.
Yes. And then quickly followed, by the way, by AJC, the American Jewish Committee.
Nice.
Oh, no.
No?
Quickly followed by
Government
the mayor
officials.
of New York City.
There we go.
I guess this is where he's being inserted.
Sure seems that way.
Yes. Does that mean Menashe Shapiro is not far
I
behind?
guess he'd be in that same
Yeah.
group. Oh, there's Councilman Cornegi. You know he's there
I
because
was
he's
going to
taller
say,
than I
he's bringing
am.
a
Yoni,
much
you better
taller
get ready.
person. Hey, just make sure you know where the mayor is. Holy mackerel.
And there's
He doesn't need a security detail.
there's
with that
Gifter
council.
Photo standing there on the side, ready to go.
There you go.
Yoni, you're not in position.
Let's hear it for the mayor of the city of New York. Mayor Adams, thank you. Thank you for being an amazing leader. Continue to keep us safe and continue to keep a wonderful relationship between New York and the state of Israel.
No,
Thank
the
you.
mayor's going to join us.
Mayor Adams, join
Way
us.
to go!
Tell us how great it is to be back here today.
Oh, amazing. After 3 years, we're finally back showing our support for Israel, fighting against hate, fighting against the anti-Semitism that we have witnessed, and marching together. You have a large number of ministers that are part of the float today, different, mixed cultural. It's just really all we're saying to the entire country is, we got this, New York.
Woo!
We got this.
God
Mayor,
bless
you
you.
are a
Thank
hero.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Councilman Yeager is here.
Yes.
Councilman Kamala Yeager. Oh, thank you,
Beautiful.
Inspector Taylor. Richie Taylor is here.
Where is
Thank you,
Menashe
Inspector.
Shapiro? He gets.
Thank-
You think he's at the Yankee game?
I don't know. Well, that's not till 3 o'clock, remember?
true,
And
that's
I think
true,
it's on the
that's true.
road. Oh, no, it's here
No,
at
it's
home.
here.
Yeah, it's home. Thank you, Inspector.
Fabulous.
And thank you to all the public officials that are here with the mayor.
Uh,
A lot of great people marching
have our
with the
friend
mayor.
from the Views here as well.
There he is, Ari Hirsch. He's making sure to keep tabs on everything
Yep.
that's happening today.
And here is the American.
there we go.
And the American Jewish Committee is now on the parade route in front of us here on Fifth Avenue.
We thank them for all their advocacy on behalf of the Jewish people.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you to the
Yes.
American Jewish Committee.
Nachum, one big smile. Absolutely. Israel makes me Jewish and proud. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, a Jewish and proud ally. I like that.
Well,
Yes.
Another tradition of our parade.
Oh, here he is.
By the way, with many
Here
more,
he is.
usually he walks all by himself.
One of the greatest Jewish leaders out there. And I remind you, the only Jewish leader, except for Al D'Amato, to show up in Crown Heights 30 years ago at the riots.
Right.
Those were the two Jewish leaders who showed up. The one and only Curtis Sliwa, everybody. What do you say, Curtis?
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back,
Every
all right.
year. It's great to be back here to support the state of Israel because we know you have some fair-weathered friends in New York City, in that city council, who'd like to bury you. AOC, right, to lead the squad. A pox on them, they're a shanda. But know this, Jews and Gentiles, we stand together forever. The guardian angels will always be there for the Jewish people all over the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis.
Thank you, Curtis.
Thank you,
Wow.
Doctor.
Great
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Amazing. And our thanks to all the guardian angels.
Yeah, guardian angels are amazing. And,
Yes.
you know, sometimes
They got their work cut out for
I was
them.
just going to say, the subway system and the streets of New York have been a little bit challenging these days. I hope everybody cooperates with the NYPD and takes a role in making our streets safer.
Yes.
Some rough times at times. Okay,
Indeed.
what do we got now?
The IDT float is making its way
All
up Fifth Avenue.
right, let's hear it for our friends from IDT with a great mascot along the aboard the float. I like
Yes,
that.
and it seems purple frisbees.
Nice.
Yes.
Keep those flying on Fifth Avenue. Hello to our friends at IDT and
Way
Boss
to
Revolution and Boss Wireless.
Zev Green on the float.
Thank you, Zev, and to all those who love unlimited calling to Israel. And Net2Phone, which gives you that unlimited calling.
Net2Phone.
There's a lot of stuff going on at that IDT headquarters.
Yes.
A lot of it to the benefit of a lot of great people.
Luria Academy of Brooklyn in orange making their way up.
Thank you, Luria. Shirts look great. You look fantastic marching up Fifth Avenue celebrating Israel. Thank you very much.
By the way, we should also note that there are a lot of IDF Tzahal shirts in the crowd. We've seen a number of them so far, which is also great to see.
You see a lot more and more in New York City.
Correct,
Right?
correct. And SSI, Students Supporting Israel.
Thank you, guys. One of the toughest jobs you have is to be a student who supports Israel.
Yep.
Thank you.
Uphill battle, and we applaud you.
Thanks for being on the front lines.
Yes.
And Lower Merion, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much to Torah Academy.
Becky Trudler
And there's
leading the charge.
And look, it's the doppelganger for the Anziska kid. It's Yoni Benheim who's here.
Thank you very much.
Amy Stein. Oh, the Steins are. That's right. The Steins are here. Oh, my God. And there's Dr. Zevi. We're all here. Where is Amy? Where is Amy Stein? There she is. Hi, Steins. Way to go. I saw Yoni. Yes, of course. A shout out to all the Wieners. We love the Wieners.
The Kasky Torah Academy. Thank you for being here today. They're marching up Fifth Avenue celebrating Israel. Yeah, Philly has really
way to represent.
Had quite a role in this parade today, I must say.
Yes.
How about the Mesivta High School of Greater Philadelphia? They're also making themselves known here in New York City.
Way to go.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, am I going to get a shirt? I see somebody. Oh, no, I think somebody's putting on a shirt. That's an awkward moment. I thought I was getting a shirt.
And now back to New Jersey, where the Solomon Schechter Day School.
Of Bergen County.
The Solomon Schechter Day School of Bergen County is here.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to show this off. We have Michelle Sorsher, by the way, on our right.
Hey, Michelle.
Who's always going to be Michelle Sorsher. Way to go, guys. You look great. How do I get your shirt? Or a pom-pom? Who has an extra pom-pom? Don't throw it. No. You use your pom-pom. I'll find another one. It's okay. Solomon Schechter, you guys look great. Sporting their blue and white.
Well, if school's are the backbone of the parade, I must say that backbone's pretty strong this year.
Correct.
My gosh.
I remember, by the way, as an SAR student, we practiced for days.
Of
course we did.
It's the parade after all.
Yes, and for good reason.
I have a feeling we're going to see some friends on this float. One Israel Fund is here.
Just a few.
Just trying to find and search and look and see.
Anybody we recognize?
I'm trying to
That float is rocking.
Thank you, One Israel Fund!
Woo!
An amazing float up Fifth Avenue.
And there she is, dancing in the street. Yoni, she doesn't get a mic? Wow, no love for Jamie Turkel.
The one and only Jamie Turkel is part of the One Israel Fund float.
Yes. And there's Scott over there.
Scott
We were
Feldman is
missing
there.
Scott.
Well, now it's official. Now that
That's
Jamie
it.
took a picture with the
Exactly.
backdrop of the Malcolm Siegel Network, it's official. She's still part of the Malcolm Siegel Network. Simple as that.
There she is, and we love her, and we miss her.
Certainly do.
Yep, unbelievable.
How about the Hebrew Academy of Nassau County? Are they going to be here
way
today?
to go, Hank.
They'll be here today, is right.
Yep.
Just a couple of seconds from now, you'll see them on the screen.
Let me tell you, people came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
people
telling
could
you.
have stayed home.
And the school certainly could have
Correct.
taken a different direction this year.
Correct, but people came out. It is incredible to see. I don't know if it's this year more than other years because we're coming back from COVID, or this year more than other years because of the hate that's being spewed. I don't really care what it is, but
or
I'm
the
so
great
happy.
weather.
Oh yeah, the great weather. But no matter what, we're happy to see them. What's doing, Hank?
Let's hear it for Hank, everybody. Hebrew Academy of Nassau County.
They got the flags going.
Flags are waving. Look great. Wonderful representation from Long Island today, including our friends from Hank and Plainview,
Correct.
Long Island.
There's really no excuse not to come in from Long Island except for the fact that it's Long Island and it's far away.
Well, that might be
It's easier to get in from Philly.
easier to get in from Philly. I wonder if that's
No,
true.
these days my commute, it's probably easier to get in from.
Kolano Biyachad is together again. It's been the theme of our parade since it was announced. And yeah, it's good to be back on Fifth Avenue again together with all the schools of New York, New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, Philadelphia, LA, Florida, everybody who's gathered together today to be part of the Celebrate Israel Parade. And if you're wondering where the music's coming from, it's Hank that's providing.
Way to go, Hank!
From West Hempstead, New York, Hank.
I assume that the high school is following in the back, I assume.
I guess. Yeah, there they are.
I'm missing Rabbi Holkauer, who should be with this group.
Where's he hiding?
I don't know. We'll find him.
This is a huge group, this
yes.
Hank group.
Light blue shirts. Well done, Hank.
People.
Well done.
Thank you, Hank.
You know, the marchers this year don't even appreciate how important their role is because, frankly, they're picking up where they left off. But besides the statement that they're making from being here, they're also the next round in the adorning of the studio walls.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
There you go. I'm right there.
Can we make that into a ceremony? Do you mind if we have like a bit of a
We will have a ceremony.
A big ceremony.
Yes, we'll have a ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
We'll do the whole thing. I mean, that's why Mayor Kruder's here.
That's why he's here.
Exactly.
Thank you, Mayor Kruder,
Thank you,
our
Mayor
official
Kruder.
photographer.
We're
as
gonna
the Hank Middle School is now in front of us.
By the way, you know what we're going to have to do?
What?
We're going to have to change our shirts and pretend we're doing something else and stage another event just so Kruder can have more pictures.
I like that.
Exactly. We'll get it done. Way to go, Hank! You guys are going on forever. It's unbelievable. Where's Rabbi Holkauer?
There's more coming up.
There's more.
Holy cow.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, look at that. All right.
Let's go, Hank.
Let's go, Hank is right. You guys are dominating these couple of minutes, I must say.
My gosh.
3 blocks worth of Hank.
The Hebrew Academy of Nassau County, Brookdale High School. You want to know where the high school students are and where their leaders are? It looks like they're heading up Fifth Avenue right in front of us at the moment.
They look great. Yes, Kulanu B'Yachad is the theme.
Is that Rabbi Slumnicki?
Oh, Rabbi Slumnicki is here. Where's Rabbi Holkauer? He's here. Okay.
He's in the pack.
Checking.
He's somewhere in the pack.
He's
I'm
playing
just
the
checking.
drums in the back.
Hey there, Hank.
What's doing, Hank? How's it going? There we go. There's some life.
Yeah, the high schoolers got their voices carrying here.
Yes, way to go. There, I see him coming. He's
There
at
you
the end.
All right.
He's coming.
Someone's got to be there when
Make sure everybody,
Exactly.
the Erev Rav comes together, right? Rabbi Holkauer, we've been waiting for you.
Rabbi Mezzi, welcome to the parade.
They all the students found out that he's famous.
Yeah.
They're all now,
that he's been getting shot at.
Everybody
Let me
knows
tell you.
All of a
Rabbi
sudden they're
Holkauer.
clinging to
He
him.
loves the attention, Rabbi Holkauer. He loves it. He's so happy right now. Exactly.
Good. Oh,
Rabbi
Sam.
Rudansky.
Rabbi Rudansky.
Beautiful.
Excuse me, Rabbi Rudansky. I apologize. Didn't mean to call you by your first name.
You know, rabbis do have first names.
I guess,
Yes,
but
it's
in
true.
public,
We
you
don't want to tell the children.
got to be a little bit more
Not
respectful,
all.
I
No.
guess.
My mother did not know her father's name until she was 9 years old.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The PJ Library. Bring Jewish stories home and get
Yes.
free children's books in the mail every single month. Thank you, PJ Library
yes,
of
they
New
do
York.
amazing work.
Woo!
She had never heard anybody refer to him by name.
That's interesting. That is very interesting. Where are we on our list, by the way? Oh, there we are in the Billboard truck.
We're about to
We're a drop out of order, but now we're back in order.
YU is on its way down.
With
We
their
got
float.
some
Well,
red
it looks
shirts.
like
Well,
Westchester
Westchester's
Torah
gonna be
Academy.
first.
It
By
looks
the
like
way,
it's coming
David
first.
Merrill, leading Westchester Torah Academy here. All of the instruments the students are playing, the students made themselves on the 3D printers.
No way.
That is unbelievable.
That is very
Every
cool.
instrument, if you're watching right now, every instrument in the
Where's Mora Deganit?
Westchester Torah Academy
There's Mora
group
Deganit right in the
has
middle.
been made
That's
by
incredible.
the kids on their digital printers.
That's wild.
Amazing.
Next year they'll be making their T-shirts. Those are good T-shirts.
Yeah, nice.
That's a subtle hint. We could use a T-shirt.
Very nice.
Does anyone have an extra T-shirt? No? Okay,
We'll get
that's
for.
okay.
I'm sure David will hook us
Do
up.
not throw me a drum.
Rachel
Do
Mendelson
not
here.
throw me a
By the
drum.
way,
The drums are
Mora
amazing.
Shoshi
The
teaches.
maracas are amazing. Way to go.
The T-shirts are on 53rd Street. No
There's
problem.
a box. If you want to go back there, there's a
The
box.
box.
You know what? It's not beyond me, frankly. But like, you got to wait till the
Well,
show's
we still
over.
need you here 10 blocks
Say
north.
where?
so.
We have. They say a little more. Deganit Ronen, the head
A pleasure.
of Westchester Torah
Pleasure.
Academy. You know David's claim to fame.
What's that?
His father is Mendy.
Oh, right. That's David Merle.
Oh,
Right.
that's right.
That's correct.
Although
Thank you, David.
He is one of the greatest gifts WTA has ever received.
If Eliza Barinholtz is here, you know what's next.
YU.
Yeshiva University. That is correct.
Let's
Coming
hear it
up.
for Yeshiva University on the parade route of the beautiful float. Holy cow. They've got a really nice float here.
Eliza, how do we get a shirt? You going to hook me up? We're low on shirts. Big YU celebration. Congrats
Julie
to all the
Schreier.
graduates this week.
Those of you watching on the screen, you're looking at Yeshiva University and their
Yes,
Rise
you
Up
are.
float.
She must be pushing a grandchild up 50.
And you're watching an
Who,
amazing
Julie?
contingent
Yeah.
of faculty and students march up
Amazing.
Fifth
Rabbi
Avenue.
Berman's in the front there. Way to go. Oh, my gosh. A friend from the past who we haven't seen in forever, Scott Goldberg, is here.
Wow.
Yep.
I literally just thought of you the other day. How do you like that?
Because you literally just liked something I did on Facebook. There you go. Way to go, YU.
Rabbi
Shout out to
Blau
all
is
the
here.
grads this week.
Rabbi Blau is here in the front row.
Amazing.
Thank you, Rabbi.
He is a leader. That man is a leader.
And to all the deans and faculty members and
Yes.
students who came out, thank you. This is a larger YU group than
Holy
usual.
mackerel,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I have a feeling that,
MTA is part
There's
of
Yes.
Lou. Hello, Lou.
and affectionately known as Central.
Central's here.
Yes.
You were the topic of conversation yesterday in my house, you should know. Mr. Weiss. That's hilarious. He really was the topic of conversation in my house.
Well timed. Well
Get a
timed.
selfie with him in it.
So we have Central, we have MTA.
Let's hear it for Central. All
My
right.
alma mater.
Rabbi Tzvi Lou.
Rabbi, good to have you here. Thanks for coming.
That means that, we have the future doctors of America, all 5 who could get off shift. Way to go, guys. Those are some heroes.
And Rabbi Taubes is here with
Rabbi
the youngsters
Taubes is
from
here.
MTA.
There we go. Thank you, Einstein.
I'm looking for all the folks I know at MTA.
Oh my, we don't know anybody anymore at MTA. Way to go, MTA.
Sure, we know a lot of people.
We do. I just can't find them.
Rabbi Khan.
Yeah, I'm
Rabbi
looking
Yeah,
for
oh,
them.
that's right, Rabbi Khan. Sorry. I still
Thank
can't get a
Here's
shirt.
Rabbi Khan.
Where is he?
Where's
Right
Rabbi
here.
Khan? There he is, right there.
He's doing what principals do.
Yes.
Making sure everybody's marching down the street.
Thank you. Oh, Rabbi Khan, there he is. Maybe Rabbi Emerson. Maybe
And there's
he's
Rabbi
around.
Emerson. Rabbi Emerson,
There he is,
we
Rabbi
need
Emerson.
a shirt. We need
Rabbi
a shirt.
Blackstein is here.
Rabbi Blackstein is here. Wow.
We have 2 future lawyers of America. There we go. we appreciate that.
is represented. Yes, guys, thank you very much.
Yes.
Cardoza is represented at the Celebrate Israel Parade, and that's wonderful. Thank you. Cardoza School of Law.
It's not easy to be on a law campus these days
Here's
either.
another marching band.
Or
These
any.
guys know how to dress for a salute to
We
Israel
are
parade.
underdressed.
No, but these guys like have tzitzis. I'm not. They got.
We could say that L'chaim to Life also is on that hit
Yes,
parade list.
100%.
I guess this is the Woodland String Band again.
It's got to be rough to be the guy with the stroller who got caught from YU behind the band.
Pass on the left, not on the right.
Pass on the left. Yeah, they can't hear you trying to scoot by. That's pretty rough.
The double stroller is going to be harder.
Ooh,
oh,
boy.
oh. Watch your back. Stroller.
Careful.
My
Thank you.
work here is done here,
I see
folks.
that.
I'm directing traffic in the parade.
At the Celebrate Israel Parade, brought to you by the Rothenberg Law Firm at InjuryLawyer.com. A big thank you to the Rothenberg Law Firm and the Rothenberg family for their support of our Celebrate Israel Parade. We're on YouTube at Nachum Segal Network. We are on Facebook Live, Nachum Segal Network. We are on the NachumSegal.com homepage. Miriam Al-Wallach is here with Mark Zamek and me.
Hava Nagila.
There's another Hava Nagila for you. And we, of course, have our amazing team, including Yoni Pollack and ZK and Sam Gilbert and Rochelle Zamek.
And
who's got-
Stacy Siegel.
And Stacy Siegel. And Rochelle Zamek's got one of the most important jobs here today. If you're enjoying the camera work that's being done, Rochelle, hey, Sima. Hello to everybody from West Orange, New Jersey, from the Rosazada family. Rochelle's got an important job, and I thank her for leading the effort to make sure that we look great on the broadcast. And Mayor Kruder is on the route, snapping photos of everything and everything everybody and everything that he could find on
It
the
would
parade
not be a
route.
parade show without Kruder.
That's right. B'nai Akiva is here. Let's hear
Way
for
to
B'nai
go,
Akiva,
B'nai
everybody.
Akiva! That looks like Benny.
B'nai Akiva of the United States and Canada, well represented on Fifth Avenue and celebrating Israel
Way
today.
to go. Yes, B'nai Akiva certainly stands with Israel every step of the way.
I am always interested every year to realize that there is no coordination of shirt colors, and yet there's very little repetition.
Well, except for the royal blues.
But I'm just saying,
Right.
look at what you have in front of you.
Yes.
Very little repetition.
It's a cornucopia.
Cornucopia. Speaking of
It's a
cornucopia,
spectrum.
speaking of opia, Petopia has
They're-
sent over food.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you very much, Petopia. And Kosher in Midtown.
That was a professional radio move, by the way.
Yes,
Just
well done.
Kosher in Midtown by our friends at Kosher in Midtown, Kevin Conan and our friends over on 34th Street. They have sent over some great lunch for us to enjoy.
Yep.
Very necessary, trust me.
Yes.
It's a long broadcast, but one that we love, and it's great to have something to eat along the way. So thank you very much to Petopia and Kosher in Midtown for sending over some great eats, and thank you to Kevin Conan, who's been an amazing supporter of ours for many, many years.
Kevin, I'm just taking. I'm sorry, but Kevin, I'm just taking a look at what you sent. Did you think we were having company? They're like.
Yes, he thought there were 40,000 people who were passing.
We have to feed all 40,000 people.
Did I tell
right
him?
now.
One falafel
I
bowl
think
for
I
them.
told him 10 people. Did I say 10? I think I told him 10.
Well, there's enough for 30.
All right.
Oh, good.
As usual.
B'nai Akiva, keep it going, B'nai Akiva. It's unbelievable. They look great. It seems we have a shirt change. I can't see that far. We have the turquoise. Is that
Lone
turquoise?
soldiers. These are lone soldiers.
Proud of
Lone
soldiers.
soldiers. Thank
Now
you
I
very
see it.
much.
Now I see it. Yes, we are proud of our lone soldiers.
For all the
Absolutely.
amazing support that the parents and family gives to the lone soldiers, we say thank you.
Yes,
And the amazing
everyone
sacrifice that the
sacrifices.
families and the lone soldiers themselves give to the nation of the Jewish nation and the
Correct.
people of Israel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's
know,
amazing what they do.
Yes, Nachum, this gives us an opportunity for all the lone soldier flights we have been on with Nefesh B'Nefesh.
And a special thanks to the Weiss family, who are supporters of lone soldiers. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Nefesh flights always
Sutton
happen.
Place Synagogue celebrates Israel. Way to go.
Thank you, guys.
And the
Right
Heschel
here,
School.
very local.
We've had the opportunity to be on those flights.
Right.
And while it's certainly a tough goodbye at the airport for families who are sending off families, it is a whole nother level when they're sending off a future lone
I think
soldier.
you need one of these T-shirts, Miriam.
Thank
Yeah,
you to the
Heschel
Heschel
School.
School. Thank you to the Heschel School.
Wait a minute. Somebody from the Heschel School is wearing an NSN shirt in there.
Nice.
Way to go.
A Nachum Siegel one of the few remaining
That's
Nachum
it.
Siegel Network shirts. Thank you.
Heschel, how do we get
Thank
a
you
shirt?
very
Who's got
much.
an extra shirt?
Well, the one that he was supposed to wear.
That's
probably.
true. And he's wearing a Ranger hat, am I right? Wow, are you representing? Well done.
Great to see everyone
Well
from
done.
Heschel.
And Israel, yes.
Yeah,
Keeping
that's
me
also
on
an important.
track.
That's
Yes,
also
he's
an important thing for the
100%
Celebrate
right.
Israel Parade.
Correct. We have our Ranger hats, we have our Nachum Siegel Network swag, and we have support of the state
It's
of Israel.
good to see
Absolutely.
people wearing Israel stuff, though.
Yes, he's right. He's right. 100%.
So thanks to the Heschel School and welcome to Fifth Avenue. A very, very short drive for the people from Heschel, but they are here
Yes.
in droves. Thank
Heschel
God.
has a big hockey game tomorrow night. Yes, a big playoff game against Hafter.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
I guess that they felt it was more important to be here than to be practicing.
Maybe that's an advantage.
You
We're
never
all
know.
here
Well,
today.
everyone's here today, so you
Exactly.
never know.
We are all here today. We have a person on stilts.
First one.
And on a unicycle. It's our first.
Right,
No,
so the first unicycle,
first unicycle,
stilts.
second stilts. Well done.
And it wouldn't be a parade without it. The American Committee for Shaarei Tzedek Medical
Woo!
Center. Thank you, Shaarei Tzedek, one of our favorite places in Jerusalem, one of the great medical institutions in the entire world, frankly.
I don't see Rachel Wolf.
Oh, there's Rachel.
Oh, she's coming. She's
There she
coming.
is.
Andrew's like, relax,
Thank you to
Miriam.
Rachel
She's
Wolf.
coming.
Thanks to Ed.
There she is.
Thank you to the entire family. Sammy's here.
Yoni, we can get her a mic?
Thank you very, very
There
much.
she is. My sister from another mother. I love that woman. I love that woman.
Hey, Rachel, how are you?
Hi, guys. So nice to see you.
Tell us
nice to be back.
Tell us how great it is to be back after 3 years.
To be back after 3 years. Thank God. And amazing to see you both.
And nothing has changed at Shire Aesthetic. They've been plowing ahead for 3 years.
We're just getting bigger and bigger and better every day.
So thank God for
more
that.
Babies. Lots more babies.
Yeah. their claim to fame.
Yes, that's a good claim to fame.
My babies have grown and so have theirs.
And helping people of all backgrounds in Israel and being one of the most important institutions in Israel. For that, we thank you.
Yes.
My pleasure.
Rachel Wolf, everybody, American Committee for Shire Aesthetic Medical
We
Center.
love
They're
them
there with
there.
their great float.
Yep. We should give shout outs to Professor Halevi, to Ofer Merin. He's professor also, right? Yes.
Shalom, shalom. Look who's here.
Oh, there he is. I see him in both of my lives
Professor
now.
Halevi is here.
Professor Halevi is here. Wonderful.
And all the wonderful people from the American Committee for Shire
Dr.
Aesthetic Medical
Goldschmidt.
Center. Dr. Goldschmidt is here.
Professor, you should be drinking water. It's hot out there.
Hollander is here.
Oh, Hollander. Hollander, I need a shirt, man. Well, can you get a shirt?
I guess that means Halb is pretty close behind.
No, he's just hanging out. He's been here all day. He's just walking with other people. Shout out to Hatzalah. You guys look like you need your own water. That's all I got to say. Halb is making its way up. Is that a new Halb banner? Take credit. Oh, 4 years? I don't know. It's
But
been
we
3
missed
years.
the last two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you wouldn't remember from 3 years ago.
Exactly. But that is a lovely blue and white banner, an homage, shall we say, to the flag for the state of Israel. That is well done. All together again, indeed.
Rabbi Adam Englander leading Hal backwards.
You may want to say hi to Yonina.
Where's Yonina? Oh, I didn't. Well, Yonina is busy over there, but we can, in the meantime, say hello to Halb. What's doing, Halb?
All right, Halb, by Kramer.
And Hollander. Does
And of
anyone
course
else
Hollander.
just call him Hollander like
Everybody
that?
calls him Hollander.
Do they know you have a first name?
Nobody knows.
I'm Hollander. It's still the best line ever. You know that story.
Sure do.
The best story. I'm Hollander.
Rabbi Englander conducting the.
Oh, Rabbi Englander.
Oh, Rabbi
Nice job.
Englander. Rabbi Englander with the classic gourmet glot bag.
Hollander, nobody moves till you
A
give the
sign
signal.
of
is
the
that
5 towns. Exactly.
it? Hollander, nobody moves until you give the signal. Is that it?
You should know, by the way, Nachum, I don't miss the Long Island Railroad at all, but the official briefcase of the Long Island Railroad is the Gourmet Glot shopping bag.
Oh, really?
Yes. It is the unspoken, I know you're wearing a baseball cap, but you're, a tribe member. What can I tell
That's
you?
Rabbi Kramer.
And there I see some yellow bags on the side, and I see some Goldbergs over there. Now it's a parade. I see the Goldbergs over there. A shout out to Halb. What's doing, Halb? You guys must be tired. 'cause
Let's
you
hear
usually
it
let
for
them out.
Halb.
Rabbi Englander, are you here by yourself? Oh, Shira's here. Okay, good. Oh, SKA, they're coming up. Right, so you're going to take up some blocks. 1,700 kids. Not in the okay, in general, 1,700 students is pretty
Still
wild.
a good 3 blocks worth of kids.
Wow,
They're
way
still
to
officially at
go.
1,000, so that's pretty cool. And now we get good and noisy with some great music and more.
I love good and
Lance
noisy.
is here.
I love noise.
SKA follows
I do
Halb.
see the Rogoffs making their way up Fifth Avenue. Got to give a shout out to the neighbors. They put up with the Wallachs. They get a shout out. That's what I'm saying. But now we have SKA. Let's see how it's done, SKA. Way to go. You guys look great. Hollander, my shirt, man.
Oh, you're putting a lot of pressure on him.
Well, come on. He can't. And there we go. What's going on, everybody? My friends are here. My neighbors are here.
Large school, that SKA.
They are a large school. That is 100% correct.
A lot of jovial students.
Little higher. All right, there we go. SKA, a little noise for the road. There we go. You think I'm going to get that out of DRS?
Oh, I would hope so.
Let's see what happens when DRS makes its way. Let's see what happens with Rabbi Farber when DRS makes its way.
Hello, DRS! Woohoo!
Oh, what's up, Aryeh? How are you? That's it. You see, It's Rabbi
Yisrael
Kamenetsky
Kamenetsky.
and Rabbi Weber.
My sister's Mechut.
I may know more of the faculty here than I do at my kid's own institution, but that's okay. It's all good. What's up, DRS? That's the best you can do. Did you hear SKA before? Come on, guys, let's go.
Getting the competitive juices
I'm
going
trying.
there.
I'm trying. If I was color war general, we just would have lost.
Would you have lost SKA?
I think I would have just now.
Oh, well.
That's all right.
I see Rabbi Brazil.
Yes, taking up blocks they
This is
are.
Rabbi
Is the
Willie.
whole Haub contingent. 1,700 students strong. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Guys, one more shout for the road? Nothing? All right. They're tired. It's hot. I can make excuses. Nachum, what number broadcast is this for us in terms of the parade in
You know,
general?
I was thinking about that because if you remember the genesis of the parade, do you remember the beginning
remember.
of
Oh,
it was
I
me
sure
and-
do.
Me and Mayor Fertig walking up the block and calling the studio.
That's it. That was one of our more harebrained ideas, and yet look where we are now.
I don't
we
think,
realized
I don't
right
think
away.
the following year.
No, we realized right away that we needed to stay in one place.
Yeah, but I don't think the following year we were in one place yet. I think it was still one of those roving type of broadcasts the following
I
year.
think that we started without you because you marched with the
Right.
first group,
Yes.
and then.
We started with them, but
You
the
know-
first couple of years, I don't think Nachum was even on the broadcast.
By the way, the claim to fame now from Haub is Rabbi Yisrael and Elisheva Kamenetsky share grandchildren with my sister.
That's their claim to fame?
That's their claim to fame.
Okay.
Or
Heard it here first.
as
After
we say,
20
Yissi and Rochelle share a birthday.
After 22 years.
Literally.
After 22 years of DRS, that's the claim to fame. Interesting.
Claim to fame.
That
It's
is
amazing what
interesting.
was built. I remember when he went out there was nothing.
It seems, by the way, I've missed a call from Menashe Shapiro.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, it is. Who do we have coming up next? We've lost control. But this is the number, we can't count that high, broadcast here at the Nachum Segal Network. We are here live on Fifth Avenue. We thank our sponsors, the Rothenberg Law Firm at injurylawyer.com. We thank them for all their support during the year and, of course, during their parade. Their support and love of Israel is paramount, and they back us and back this parade broadcast wholeheartedly every single year. They were supportive of us when there was no parade. They're certainly supportive of us now, and we thank them as always. Coming from the bottom of our hearts, they
It's
are
funny
always
because
there.
they sort of sponsored the parade even when there wasn't one.
Right.
Which is pretty amazing. Good point. You make a very, very good point.
Right.
All right, more floats.
Yes.
We love floats. What would a parade be without floats? And right now, as we say together again and celebrate the fact with the JCRC that we are together, we've got a special Israel float, the State of Israel official float.
Yes.
That is on Fifth Avenue, and that's pretty cool.
That's a shirt I need. Now I can hear myself. I don't know what difference you just did, ZK, but it's much better. Hey, State of Israel float, can we get a shirt over here? How do we get a shirt? Oh, excellent job on camera lately. Fabulous. Fabulous. Unbelievable. This is a delegation. Way to go, State of Israel float. This is serious.
Well, the Consul General, it seems, is in this group.
Is this when
where-
all of our phones get blocked? Who are we looking for? Yes, this would be.
I'm looking for Gilad Erdam. I don't know. Betty Ehrenberg is here. Hey, Betty!
We have friends in the crowd. Absolutely.
Certainly do.
Yes. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. Nice Ranger hat. Shout out to the Ranger hats. Let's go.
Oh, where is he? Let's get him on. Let's get him on the microphone.
Oh, wonderful. What, Yoni?
Ambassador Gilad Erdan is here. Can we get a word from him? Is that possible? We have a mic right here. Anybody? There he is.
There we go.
And Mr. Ambassador, please greet everybody.
We had the mayor.
Mr. Ambassador,
You
please.
don't want to be left out.
What's it like to be here on Fifth Avenue?
It's very, very exciting after 2 years of COVID to feel the love and support from the people of New York. And I want to thank all the UN ambassadors who joined me here to show their support and friendship towards Israel. We are one. Thank you very much.
Toda rabba.
I'm taking your microphone.
Toda rabba, Am Yisrael Chai. Toda rabba.
Kol hakavod. And there's a
That was a good get from Mayor Kruder and Yoni Pollack.
Yes, and a random suburban following them.
I also wanted to point out that if I'm right, and I believe I am, because not all information you get during the week is accurate when you get to Sunday, shout out to the Jewish Agency who's here.
The Sochnut.
And that is that in that group that we just saw, were the parents of Hadar Golden, Professor and Dr. Golden, who are here in the United States to fight for the remains of their son.
Wow.
And it's a big wow. And I wanted to make a point to you, which I will in a minute, and I know you appreciate this, that we are celebrating Israel, and that's obviously the theme of today, and obviously it's the title of this entire project. But there's one thing about the Jewish people. When we celebrate Israel, there's still some serious things, especially in light of the IDF and all their activities, some serious things that have to be thought about every day of the year, even when we're celebrating Israel. So having the Goldens here today I thought was really appropriate.
Absolutely.
And it's good to have them here in a high-profile event that I hope will only speed the redemption of their son's remains. I want to thank everybody who's here on Fifth Avenue, including Volunteers for Israel. You wonder how to spell volunteer in Hebrew?
Yeah.
Now you know how to spell volunteer in Hebrew.
That's a good shirt to get.
It's also a good one. I remember Volunteers for Israel. We had people on the air years ago who would describe the tasks that they were given when they landed in Israel. And you're talking about people
cleaning tanks.
Yeah, and other. I sort of remember the setting up of bedrooms and the these makeshift bedrooms that they have, and the peeling of potatoes and getting dinner ready for everybody.
Well, it's whatever needed to be done.
It's whatever needs to be done. And the reason I laugh is because it was done by many people who came from backgrounds where they were not used to doing that type of activity here in the United States. When they got to Israel, they landed and they went right for it. And that is a wonderful way. There you go. Made jelly donuts for Hanukkah for everybody. There you go.
I'll never forget, my grandmother had a friend who used to go and clean tanks, Myrtle, and she was 90 years old, and she still got on the plane, and that was her job, and she took such pride in it because the task itself was irrelevant. It was the mission behind it, the support behind it. I mean...
No question.
Yeah,
and just the attitude of whatever needs to be done is so amazing.
Whatever needs to be done. It looks like Yeshiva Derech HaTorah is making its way. It stopped for a second, which is fine.
They have a great look. Look at these.
I think these are the ones that spin, if I'm not mistaken.
It's really nice. These
banners
are
These are the
great.
banners that spin around so you can see the 360.
Nice job.
Yeah, I remember you
Yeshiva Derech
guys.
HaTorah.
Way to go.
Really nice what's going on here.
Yeah. Yes, they spin. I remember it's
hey, Shimon.
It's only been 3 years. We remember certain things, right?
Yeah, and we also remember that some kids need shout-outs.
Yes, by the way, we also missed two important guests.
And they are?
Haley Pollock was here.
Where's Haley?
She left with her gourmet glock bag.
I hope she took some lunch with her.
She could have taken the pizzas.
Thank
we missed Haley and we missed Yonina.
And Yonina was here a minute ago.
Yes.
All
Yonina
right.
was here, and now she's disappeared.
All right.
But
well,
shout-outs.
One thing I like is that people make a commitment to at least show up to the parade, and they keep that commitment. Because
Correct.
You can't be here the entire time. I get that. You have special guests you have to entertain from other parts of the world. I get that.
Right.
But if you're able to make it for a couple of minutes, that's amazing. And I'm glad that they were able to attend. Yosef Radin is here. Thank you, Yosef Radin. Well, the groups have found an activity when they're stalled here in front of our booth.
You can't blame them.
I don't blame them at all.
Exactly.
A little PR goes a long way, that's for sure.
A more appropriate theme for this year's parade they could not have come up with. I know it seems obvious.
Yeah.
But together, right?
Correct.
If we look at the Kulanu Biyachad, together again, etc. I mean, it's again, it seems obvious, but it's so poignant because I don't think any of us are taking it for granted that we are together again, that the parades restarted in New York City. How long did we imagine that these events would never take place again in New York City? In the depths of COVID, when there was no one on the street anywhere, we couldn't imagine we'd be able to gather like this again.
Look what's in front of you, these beautiful banners from Yeshiva Derech HaTorah.
Right.
These spinning banners.
Spinning banners.
With some wonderful scenes from Har HaBayit and the Beit HaMikdash, scenes from different areas of Jerusalem, scenes from celebrating with the Torah, what looks like a Simchas Torah celebration, and just in general, great scenes from Israel as people are celebrating Israel. The preschool made one that, the one that's on the preschool banner is one that looks like people are celebrating Israel, just like we are doing here on Fifth Avenue in New York City.
And it's not easy to spin those banners.
No, as we just saw.
I saw.
Yeah.
They were laboring, but you guys did a great job.
Thank you very much.
You are part of the parade. Way to go, Yeshiva Derech HaTorah. Okay, now we got some serious...
A serious marching band?
A serious band indeed.
What do we have here?
The Quaker City String Band.
Thank you, Quaker City String Band. Oh, yes, this is going to be a high-profile guest coming up next, to say the least.
Random black Suburbans? I think not.
I guess she'll get out over there and just join the route. Is that how it's going to work? I assume. Or is she in back of the? Oh, she's in back of the press truck. We love the machinations, don't we?
Yes, indeed we do.
We certainly do.
Do we have a clue what number parade broadcast this is? We don't. So welcome back to the parade broadcast. It's been 3 years, folks, but we're here on 5th Avenue giving you our own perspective. You can see other things going on, but you'll never get the Nachum Segal perspective except for right here. Miriam L. Wallach, pleased to be here. Pleased to be sitting next to Nachum Segal for this broadcast.
Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Yoni and ZK and Rochelle and everybody, Stacy and everybody who's doing such a great job here. And the person I was referring to, the governor of the state of New York, Governor Kathy Hochul. She was not governor the last time we were on the route, but she is governor now. And as the banner proclaims, New York State and Israel are forever united. Thank you, Governor Hochul. Thank you for making sure that New York State and the state of Israel continue to have a wonderful, peaceful, and strong relationship. Thank you very, very much. And to all the government officials and all the public officials. I see Congressman Torres is here. What a friend.
Oh,
what
my
an
gosh.
absolute friend.
Is he a hero or woo? Is he a hero or what?
Oh, we just said it.
Oh, and Jake Novak is
Our
here.
good friend Jake Novak is here.
Wearing a Met hat. Amazing representation. I see David Greenfield over there in the corner.
I think that's Rabbi Coburn, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Rabbi Coburn.
And where's David? I didn't see David.
Yeah, David's over there. Because
hey, David!
It's whatever's left of David is here walking on the parade route. Oh, my God, Joy! What's doing? Wonderful Joy Levitt is here.
Okay.
Mwah.
The moment of the parade has
That's
been...
it. And I was... Oh, 1 second. There's... Okay. Little family reunion here at the Nachum Segal Network. It happens. It happens.
Oh, I'm sure ZK could edit that out in the...
No, why would he want to?
in the post, right?
Why would he want to?
Thank you, the New York State Attorney General, Letitia
James.
James, is always here.
Marching with Zionists.
Always celebrates Israel. Thank you. I remember 3 years ago, I told her how amazing our relationship is, New York and Israel. How about a word? How about a word? Thank you. ZK, microphone.
It's a great day to celebrate Israel and stand with Israel, and we stand with Israel in New York State. There is no hate that will be tolerated here. We are one, all a part of one family. Let's march today against hate, against anti-Semitism, and let's march in support and defense of Israel!
Woo! Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Always wonderful to speak to you, and thank you for your kind words. Borough President of Manhattan, Mark Levine, is here. Thank you, Mark. Great to have you here. It's in fact your borough where we get to celebrate Israel. Mr. Borough President, welcome to the show.
It is an honor to be here with the fellow Manhattanites.
That's right.
Are there any Manhattanites in the crowd? Make some noise.
We'll find some.
We are back out on 5th Avenue for the first time in 3 years. It feels so good to be with people from all over the New York City region to celebrate Israel.
Thank you very much.
By the way, the gentleman with the most accurate feed during COVID, I can't thank you enough. I don't even live in this borough, but I would vote for you. Thank you.
New York State Senator Anna Kaplan, thank you very much for being here and for supporting Israel. Honorary Grand Marshal Marvin Gerber is here. Thank you.
So this is the point in the parade where we're already annoying parade organizers, and they just want us to keep people moving along.
We have to get to that point at some point.
I know. It's already 10 after 1. It took us 2 hours.
That's right.
Michael Miller.
Where is Michael Miller?
Right here.
There he is, right in the center.
Michael Miller. Oh, and
thank you to the New York City Council. Thank you to Michael Miller.
Michael
Thank you
Miller.
to Eric Goldstein. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Gail Brewer. Thank you to everybody who's here to support Israel today. Councilman Yeager and everyone who's here to celebrate Israel.
Michael
Miller. Thank you, Michael. Without you, we wouldn't be here, so
we
thank
are
you.
so happy to see you.
We're always happy to see him. And I can't thank the JCRC enough.
And of course, we have Rage following them right after.
For coordinating with us.
Whoa, 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 hi. Yoni. Hi. Okay. All right, well, that's a new one for the broadcasts.
What was it?
We do have Elon Kornblum, by the way, is here on our right.
The Office of the Public Advocate of the City of New York is here. Thank you.
That is a balloon. Way to go.
Hey, Elon Kornblum, thanks for being
Yes.
here. Nice.
We'll see you. We'll see you. You throwing food at us?
Looking forward.
All right, he's throwing food at us in an hour.
Excellent. So I'll
Stay tuned, everybody. If you thought the broadcast was over, we're going strong.
Our friends from United Hatzalah are making their way up Fifth Avenue. They've got a big event coming up this week here in New York, and they, of course, are involved not just in Israel, but in many places around the world when it comes to life-saving situations, including the work that they've been doing in the Ukraine over the last 3 months. A lot of work in the Ukraine over the last 3 months.
How many ambucycles
Thank you, United Hatzalah.
Are we expecting ambucycles in the parade?
They're right there.
I don't see them.
They're right there.
How many are there?
I see 2. Maybe there are more, but I see 2 to my right.
You can't waste them here.
No, they're actually needed somewhere else.
I wonder if they store any of them here for occasions like this. That's actually pretty funny.
So
they're here.
like the MDA trucks. They make them here, and then they take pictures, and then they send them to Israel.
So once this, they're allowing people to cross Fifth Avenue. That's nice.
That's always
nice.
nice.
Kind of
So this delay in parade is not our fault.
Right.
Might get blamed for it anyway.
Of course. Well, you know.
It's good because then people think we're in charge. Between 64th and 65th Street on Fifth Avenue in New York City, brought to you by the Rothenberg Law Firm at InjuryLawyer.com and the Rothenberg family. It's Nachum Siegel, Miriam Al-Wallach, Mark Zamek, and an amazing team. Thank you to everybody who's here as we broadcast on what has remained, thank God, a really good-looking day here in New York City.
And a very good-looking parade.
As we are together again on Fifth Avenue. The ambucycles are making their way up Fifth Avenue and making their way known here on Fifth Avenue. And this is what I alluded to. The third annual New York Gala this coming Tuesday night in New York City. And the Young Leadership After Party takes place right after that. Go to uhnygala.com, uhnygala.com, with a big hello to Ellie Beer and to everybody who's marching with United Hatzalah. Yet another marching band is part of our parade coverage.
We got to give them credit. I got to find them.
MLFA, I'm assuming it's the MLFA marching band. That's what I'm assuming. The official JCRC float is going to follow them. The order we've been given is a drop different than the actual
They've been
order.
keeping it close. At some point in the parade, whoever's ready goes.
Correct.
They've been pretty good in time.
And honestly, you can't blame them.
100%.
It's the right approach.
Yes.
And they're still about a 10, 12-minute walk from the start.
With Nissan Black, Kosha Dills, and a float done in memory of Charles Temmel. It is the JCRC, Jewish Community Relations Council of New York float right in front of us. Hey, Jen.
Nissan Black.
Way to go, Nissan Black. Everybody's here.
Nissim.
That is a serious float. Let me tell you, we've had Moshav bands.
Right.
We've had Kosha Dills, and we've had Nissan Black.
A lot of string bands.
A lot of string bands. A lot of marching bands.
A lot of good music today.
And a Rangers jersey.
And a Drury jersey. There we go. Hey.
Rockville Center is represented with Congregation B'nai Shalom Beth David. Hello, Rockville Center, and thank you for being here.
And then followed by Shelter Rock.
Shelter Rock Jewish Center, Temple Beth
and the
Shalom.
Plainview Jewish Center. We don't want to forget you guys. We see you.
Plainview Jewish Center, Temple Beth Shalom of Roslyn Heights.
Some of the prettiest parts of Long Island are out where they live.
Nice.
It's true.
In Woodmere, Congregation Sons of Israel.
This is the Long Island cluster. It's
yes, it seems.
A JCRC Long Island cluster.
We haven't gotten our shirt in a while.
Our friends from Metro West are going to be following them in a little
while.
Massapequa and Temple Sinai is represented here today. Thank you.
Those are the two best announcements on the Long Island Railroad. Massapequa Park. That's, that's when they go through the roster of where the stops are.
Yeah.
It's just funny when they say Massapequa. It's just, all right, you got to be there.
I guess.
You got to be a commuter.
I look forward to my next time in the LIRR. I'll pay careful attention.
No, I don't think you're going to want to be on the LIR.
No, why not?
I've never been. This is a good also Fifth Avenue crossing moment.
Right.
It's not easy to cross. When I was parking before, there was someone who thought that they had lucked out and gotten a parking space on 66th right off of 5th. And I looked at them, I said, are you here for the parade? They said, no, what parade? I'm like, yeah, circle back around, get off this block, or you're not moving for hours.
That's funny.
Yeah, he said, why? How long does the parade go on? And I looked at him, I said, it hasn't started yet. It's like a New York moment, and you're an out-of-towner. You don't know that
I had
you
a
need
better
to go.
one. I pulled up. The guy was taking up 2 spots, but he hadn't gotten out of the car. I go, do you mind just pulling up a little bit? We can both get in. And he got in his car and drove away.
He scared him off.
And then I pulled in, and another car came in, and I told the other guy the story. He goes, well, good for me.
Well, we may be seeing some friends now in the next couple of minutes, if I have this correct, because both the American Zionist Movement and the World Zionist Organization is being represented by this float and group of people that are coming up Fifth Avenue. Some of the folks in this delegation will be from Israel, who are here on Fifth Avenue to celebrate Israel.
Including, evidently, Abraham Lincoln.
I think that's Theodore
That's
Herzl.
Theodore Herzl.
Okay, I couldn't tell.
I mean, he was.
Oh, God. Oh, they have more than one Theodore Herzl on the float.
Hey, you never have enough Herzls.
Well, because at Disney, they're very careful that you'd never see more than one Mickey at the same time.
Of course not. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's possible that nobody here thinks it's actually Herzl, and therefore they can get away with it.
As opposed to actually thinking it's
Yeah,
Mickey Mouse.
because the kids think it's really Mickey Mouse.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Just giving you my observation on the matter. Anyway, yeah.
Although, if you had to choose between the 2 Herzl costumes, which would you pick? The guy in the front or the guy in the back?
I would take the one in the front.
Really?
Yeah, if I wanted to hang out with a Herzl to celebrate Israel, that would be the one I would choose.
I would
Shout out
think
to
the guy
David
in the back
Matlow.
is going to be cooler.
David just texted me last night.
Did he send you that care package?
No, but it's another thing that you and I won't talk about
okay.
until it happens.
Okay. Oh, they're throwing T-shirts. We need a T-shirt. Let's get some shirts. I don't get the wigs.
Well, I assume that that's Ben Gurion and Golda Meir. That's what I'm assuming.
I got it. I
Because
got
you
it.
can't
I'm
have,
with you.
You can't just have Herzl aboard.
That's true.
You got to, open it up to everybody.
The women of Hadassah.
Thank you, Hadassah. Young Judea is here today, as always. Thank you.
Your hometown, the Jewish Federation of
Is that
Metro
Michael?
West.
That's what I think it is.
Remember when we went to visit Jewish Federation of Metro West?
Sure I do.
Yeah.
Jewish Federation of Metro West.
We thank you guys.
I would name all the towns you represent, but we don't have all day.
That's a
Good to
flex.
see you.
That's a flex, as the kids say.
No, that's they represent a lot of great people and a lot of wonderful communities, to say the least.
Congregation
Doctor.
B'nai Israel, Milburn, New
Congregation
Jersey.
of Israel of Milburn. It's been a while since I've been to Milburn, but it's nice to see you guys. Thank you for being here all the way from New Jersey.
And the Golda Ach Academy.
Golda Ach Academy is here. We know a lot of people who've been alumni of that great school.
Yep, absolutely.
JEC, who just celebrated an amazing dinner the other night. ZK was there, in fact.
No.
Yeah, he was there at the JEC dinner.
ZK.
Rabbi Zwickler was honored. Dr. Rosazada, Rabin Rosazada.
Where?
Right there.
Oh,
There's
my
Rabin.
gosh. It's been years.
Thank you, JEC. Shimon David Shimon.
Good to see everybody.
Thank you, JEC. Jeremy Erez. Hey, guys. Welcome to New York.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That's a long time, Shimon. It's a long time. Shimon, it is a long time. Josh!
It's a big crowd from JEC and Elizabeth.
I don't even
Good to
hear
see you.
anybody.
Hey!
JEC!
JEC!
There we go. You know, it's good that they space the schools.
Yes, I agree with
It's
that.
good that they space the schools.
For a variety of reasons.
Exactly. So we get the schools, we get a good shout. Let's one more JEC, let's go. I like being able to do that on
Did I
command.
miss
That's
Rabbi
fun.
Newman? Maybe I missed him.
I think we got Broria coming up behind them.
Yep.
Ah, well, that would make sense. So
Yeah.
we get the school, and then we get a break, and then we get, the people who don't want to shout but are representing, and we appreciate. 1 second. We haven't given a shout out to our NYPD friends in like hours. Shout out to all the officers who are keeping us safe here, the ones that we see, the ones that we don't see, the ones that are plain clothes, the ones that are in uniform. We thank all of you. Hello. Who are we up to?
Ray Kushner, Hebrew
Is that
Academy, Rabbi Rubin.
Rabbi Rubin.
All the way from the Garden State.
Somebody was paying attention to the T-shirts.
Oh, way to go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kushner.
Thank you, Rebbitzin. Thank you, Rebbitzin.
Now I see who it's from. Now I get it. Now I get
Dr.
it.
Sarah.
We
Rabbi
love the Clement
Sharbat.
Offs. Rabbi Sharbat. Have I seen Rabbi Sharbat in 3 years?
I don't know if I have.
3 years. He's looking at me going, no,
Oh,
it's been
and,
3 years. It is good to see everybody.
Rabbi Clement Off.
Unbelievable.
Rabbi
Clement
Clement
Off.
The
We
Rebbitzin
got
already
Rebbitzin
gave
already
us.
hooked
Why
us
not?
up. Of course. She gets to it first, Rabbi. She gets to it first. There was something about 8
Oh,
weeks?
thank you.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Thank you
I
very
can
much.
attest to that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is me. What happened 8 weeks ago?
Young
I got there.
Paleoff
I
just
got
walked
there.
by.
It's good times. We love Kushner.
Joseph Kushner, Hebrew Academy, Ray Kushner, Yeshiva High School.
Yep. Talk about amazing campuses.
Oh, boy.
Jeez, you have campus envy every
On
time
a
you
hill.
go there. It's
On a
gorgeous.
hill.
It's gorgeous.
Unbelievable.
The
Campus-
ZOA, the Zionist Organization of America. Not just being pro-Zionist, but fighting all the battles for Zionism in Israel on a daily basis, and we thank you
We
for that.
have to see the special camera work that Maura Rochelle is going to pull off now that her employer,
Oh, the
the Yavna Academy, is
Okay.
walking up.
Yavna in red.
Rabbi Stephen Penn looks like he's leading the crew here. Rabbi Knapp is, I'm sure. Oh,
We got
Rabbi
some-
Knapp is right there.
We
in
got
front
some
of them.
hands-on heads of school at this parade.
Yes. Rabbi Knapp brought his own radio show with him.
I
Hey,
like
man.
that. Thank you, Rabbi. Welcome, Yavne. He actually is doing his own show. You're right.
Mark, I thought there was a rule, only one radio show at a time.
Oh, that was out the window before 11:30.
Hey.
That's only in the studio. Outside, you can have more than one.
Oh, nice.
Now,
I like that.
I didn't realize it was a relaxing
I
of the
like
rules.
that dispensation. Hey, Yavne. Good signs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Natan, nice to see you. Wow. That brings back a lot of memories. Where's Stacy Siegel?
Does Lior know that he miraculously appeared today in the parade? He must know. He's everywhere.
Who
Unbelievable.
Who miraculously appeared?
The mentalist.
Oh, Lior Shushard.
Lior Suchard.
She
Right.
keeps forgetting the mentalist name.
And these would be, I guess, unbelievable products or representations of Israel. Am I getting it right?
Hey, any sign that has Bamba on it, I'm a fan
Or
of that.
Bisley. Which
Yeah.
flavor of Bisley is the
I
discussion?
am
Go.
so allergic to
assume
peanuts
pizza.
that I can't even look at
Pizza
the
Bisley?
Pizza's the best business.
Falafel Bisley.
That's a good one.
Thank
We
you.
have actual falafel here.
I smell it, by the way. Oh, look. ZK is Makayim the Mitzvah. He brought his own Bisley.
Nice,
That
ZK.
looks like hickory smoke. Am I right? Yeah.
The man's prepared for everything, I'll tell you.
Yes. ZK, over under on needing the saran wrap today.
He is prepared for all eventualities.
He is ready to go. Oh, and Sivan Raham Meir is also on display here.
There you go.
Yes. For good reason. Woo,
Toda
careful.
rabah, Thank you.
Don't love us and fall, though. Don't love us and fall. Yavna, you guys look great. How do I get this shirt? You guys are the only ones with a bird on it.
Good color, too.
It's a great color, and these kids are, I mean, you guys are putting in a day's work.
Yeah, they're into it.
Putting in a day's work.
They
That
call
is-
it the Idea School. The Idea School is here today with some tie-dye action.
Oh,
And
that's some game. Did you
Yeah.
guys tie-dye your own shirts? Was it like a school project?
This is done really well. Really well. Nice job.
I'm not
Nice
even going to
job.
ask you guys for a shirt because you guys should keep those shirts. Those are very nice.
Yeah, really
No,
nice
no,
job.
I'm not bullying you guys into a shirt. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Well done. Well done. What do
Here we go.
oh,
Here we go.
no way! Way to go!
Thank you.
Oh, guys, a handoff. This is great. Thank you. Hold on. Let's get a pic. It's also well wrapped. I got it.
Hey, how are you?
I got it. It was inside out. This is taking some work.
The New Jersey Israel Commission has a billboard truck that is really, really impressive, I must say. Look at that. Mayor Kruder, you got to get a photo of that one. Look at this. That's beautiful.
By
it's
the
a
way,
very active group of
Yeah,
people.
I
That,
was-
yes.
State of New Jersey and the state of Israel.
super active, super dedicated. They have their heads on straight. They get it. Andrew, Miriam Wallach, we have spoken numerous times. Yes, not a problem. Andrew, keep up the great work.
Rabbi Gary
Boy,
Manchel.
would Phil be proud of that shout out right here, right now, right?
Rabbi Gary Manchel's got to watch out for the
oh,
truck.
Rabbi Menchel.
Yeshiva Har Torah is here.
Way to go.
Looking great and a really large and incredibly
that's
loud
another
group.
block and a half
Beautiful.
worth of kids.
Yeah, look at that.
Hey, how do we get those? What are those under eye things called?
Eye black.
Eye black. Way to go. You know that they've been waiting on a side street for like ever,
And
right?
here they finally are.
Here they are, looking great. Welcome back. Exactly. And dogs. This is only the second dog sighting we've had the entire parade.
Good job, Har Torah. Yes, we got
Yes.
everyone represented, every walk of life. Thank you, Har Torah.
I need a drink.
That's real play-by-play. Who is that over
What,
there?
that I just said on the air I need a drink?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Who's that?
It's Danny.
Oh, Danny. I'm saying to myself, boy, does he look familiar?
Danny
Danny Gedgerman,
is
Bagel Boss.
Danny is Bagel Boss on 14th Street.
On First Avenue,
Right,
right.
First Avenue. And 15th.
First and 15th.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet
We
you. You
love
have an amazing
him.
husband.
We love him. Amen. That's
He's
right.
thinking of staying here. This is
We will
convenient.
find you. The Moises Safra Center.
Moises
welcome.
Safra Center, welcome.
And
Ooh,
with
Dr.
their
Mayor
own Ranger
Avitan is
jersey.
here.
Good, good.
And the Northeast Queens Jewish Community Council. They've made themselves known here today on Fifth Avenue, celebrating Israel with a great delegation and some beautiful flags. Thank you, U.S. and Israel.
That's crazy. Stacy Siegel cannot get a cover for her drink because it's a security hazard. Is it security? Oh, it's it's a nature.
It's plastic.
It's plastic.
Well, in addition to her being the first lady of JM in the AM and one of the key members
She's the
of our
first
team,
hydrator of JM.
she's the person who has just brought us something to drink. So thank you, Stacy Siegel.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
Thank you, guys. Mark,
What is this?
I mean it's soda.
I think it's Diet Coke.
Perfect. We have our second stretch sighting here in the back.
Who do we have there? Hey! The Ostrobs are well represented here today.
And we have another marching
saw
band.
Dr.
I
Avitan?
mean,
Yeah, we saw Dr. Abitan a minute ago.
Nachum, we got a marching band coming up. It is the Bushwhackers Drum and
What is it over
Bugle
here?
Corps. And let me say how much I want to say their name again because that was fun. The Bushwhackers Drum and Bugle Corps. Mayor Kruger, this is going to be, I mean,
What?
I'm not talking over them.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll be the only one talking over that.
With TABC right behind them.
Oh, really? It's tough to follow them.
We should do some statistics beforehand of how many schools one of the three of us is affiliated with, and what the odds are.
It's a shame, by the way, that camps don't march
You're
because
right.
that would be fun.
Yeah, but then it's actually much fewer probably.
Right. Because I'm, loyal.
Right.
He missed that whole thing just now.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's better off.
Okay. In that case, we should
It
be
almost
happy.
looks like that's the TABC marching band.
Oh, that's funny.
They're
Yeah.
wearing the same color.
Yeah, same color shirts.
Well done, TABC.
Should be relatively easy to find any Seagull that's in the TABC group. Let's see.
I don't know. There's some really tall.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
We found him.
Yeah. Oh my God, these guys can play.
Yeah. This guy's flipping his sticks around. You get a zoom in shot on these guys?
The Bushwhackers Drum and Bugle Corps.
Well, we're calling them the TABC band from now on.
Sure.
Sorry.
By the way, this is part of the coverage that you get only here.
That's an understatement.
Right? Nowhere but here. Sorry to appropriate somebody else's motto that's not being used anymore, but nowhere but here does this kind of coverage happen. I know.
I use a lot of his lines, by the way. I would do
Clay
it again.
Kodesh and Clay Kodesh?
I would do it again. I just don't want to do it anymore.
That's a shout out to President Richard Joel, everybody.
That's one of my favorites.
Lay
When it
Kodesh
comes to
and
shul
Clay
stuff, I
Kodesh.
say that all the time. I would do it again. I just don't want to do it anymore.
I hear TABC.
Right, I'm telling you, it's a TABC marching band is what it is.
Great job, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Oh my God, I love these guys.
Wow. It's a lot of work. These guys aren't even breaking a sweat.
It's all yours, Nachum.
Let's hear it for TABC. The boys from TABC are here on Fifth Avenue celebrating Israel. Hello to all the faculty members and the students.
Rabbi Mandelstam.
The Davis family well represented.
Rabbi Honig. Rabbi Finkelstein is here.
Rabbi Honig.
I'm looking for one Joe Man. Is there a Joe Man in the crowd? There he is. There's my boy. There's my boy. Now you guys can go.
I thought you were leaving this up to me.
I know, but I forgot.
Where's Gavri Siegel, guys?
Just got tackled is what got it raised.
Nice.
Great.
Well
Rabbi
done.
Finkelstein.
Let's get this shirt on camera. Let's get this shirt on
Is
camera.
that who I think it is?
Is that Dahlia?
Someone asked. I found out last weekend what your grandchildren call you, and now I forgot.
What do your grandchildren
What do your grandchildren call you?
Nana.
Right. So I said, from now on, right when I told you that, right? I said, from now on, that's what I'm calling her. Hey there, Nana.
Hey there, Nana. And hey there, Dahlia. Who's marching
Hanan
with
Strassman.
TABC?
Hanan Strassman.
Where's Hanan? Hey, Hanan.
By the way,
Talk about somebody.
Of the Strassmans?
Yep.
Yes. By the way,
Grandson of the
no
Strassman.
offense to the first lady of JM in the AM.
But
Mrs. Strassman was probably the first lady of JM.
The first lady?
do we think of her every time we have intimates?
We certainly do, and that's her grandson, who's
That's Yichus.
a big shot, and I say that in the nicest way in TABC. All right, what do we got here?
IDB Bank.
Innovative banking, customized solutions, deep relationships. It's IDB Bank. More than 70 years of professional and personal service, and their floats right in front of us here on Fifth Avenue.
You know, Nachum, the feedback I am getting by phone from people watching, people who are listening. First of all, I don't think I've ever gotten that kind of traffic during a parade show. I'm so happy you guys are into it and that you're feeling our excitement of being here. And we appreciate all the wonderful feedback. I mean that sincerely. But this is also why you tune in here, because this is what you get by coming here.
And as we get ready for Frisch, I remind you we're on YouTube. We're at the Nachum Siegel Network website at NachumSiegel.com, and, of course, Facebook page, Nachum Siegel Network, brought to you by the Rothenberg Law Firm and Rothenberg Family at InjuryLawyer.com.
Yeshivat Frisch.
Let's hear it for Frisch. Yeshivat Frisch is here on Fifth
Rabbi
Avenue.
Dan Rosen.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Is there a cougar out there in the crowd? Any cougars? Let's go! Way to go, Frisch!
Well, Frisch is certainly dominating the immediate area with miles and miles
A whole block
of students and faculty.
Wow.
And we welcome all of them to New York as we celebrate Israel.
Amazing.
The schools have been, as you said, the backbone of this parade.
Correct.
And they are a big part of the backbone. Wow.
You guys did not
Large
stay
numbers.
home. Way to represent.
Large numbers.
Amazing. Is that who I think it is? No, it's not. She's waving me off.
Nice try.
I don't see any Danielles. I don't see anybody.
Rabbi
I'm not allowed to
Jonathan
look.
Schachter making Aliyah.
Wow.
Mazal Tov. Mazal
Miriam
Tov.
needs a T-shirt.
Miriam needs a
Tov is
T-shirt.
right.
I'm needy and I need a T-shirt.
Thank
and there's
you.
Randy. We have the Wartelskis.
Oh, there's
Everybody's
Randy.
in the
And
house.
Rabbi Willig.
Randy, I also haven't seen in 3 years. Is that crazy?
Rabbi Richter.
I don't see you now.
Boy, oh boy.
It's crazy.
A lot
This
of
is
old
old
friends.
home week
I
A
now.
lot of
know.
old friends.
Oh, it's good to have everybody back, right?
That's an understatement.
That's got to be a Pollock. That's got to be a Pollock. You can pick a
Oh,
Pollock
of
out.
course, yeah.
It's the other Yopo.
Of course.
Yeah. Is that the OG Yopo or the non-OG Yopo?
I think,
Discuss.
no, this is the younger end, I think, if I'm not
Yikes.
mistaken.
Ooh, calling out our own
Yeah.
Yoni Pollock. Woohoo. Rough. That's something else you only get on this broadcast. Okay.
Oh, well.
All good.
Another marching
Another
band.
marching band coming up Fifth Avenue.
Whose colors are those? Who wears yellow and blue usually?
Ukraine.
Ah.
This may be the
Okay.
X Factor
That's why you've
drum
seen a
line.
lot
Maybe
of
that's why I've seen a
yellow
lot of
and
it
blue
lately.
recently.
This is not the X Factor drum line. This is the Ice Cold Marching Band.
Ice. Well,
Now we're definitely out of order now.
that happens
Maybe
in every
this is the
parade.
X Factor
Right.
drum line.
No, I think we had the X
Oh,
Factor jumping before
that was them.
KBC. They were just
Right.
drumming.
So we missed Mag and David, who should be here soon, right? But we're already skipping. Now I get it.
You know, by the way, Mag and David is one of my favorite parts of our broadcast. You know why?
Why?
Because we know to call it Mag and David. So there's that.
And we know to call SAR instead
Exactly.
of SAR.
Exactly. You know, by the way,
And we know which Chaim Hagler is which Chaim Hagler.
Right.
Truth,
Very good.
truth. My daughter received an invitation to a bar mitzvah coming up, and I said, "Where is it?" And she said, "At the Twa Hotel." I said, "No, sweetheart, it's the TWA Hotel." And she says to me, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yes."
That's great.
Yes, child, I am sure.
That is great.
Yep.
Oh, this is the group we expected earlier.
Right. I had somebody use a jump the shark reference over Shabbos. Didn't know why.
Oh,
Knew what it meant, but didn't understand the reference.
Thank you to the MLFA band and being here today to celebrate Israel with us. Thank you, thank you. God bless you.
take a look, by the way, to your left. Now that is a sea of people. We haven't seen that. Even pre-COVID, we haven't seen that in years. You know, there was a time where we were begging people to come out because we were taking it for granted.
That's right.
Attendance of the parade was something we took for granted. Students were not feeling, families were not feeling the need to show up here, but that's happening here. And I have a feeling we're about to get a visit. Am I right? Are we getting a visit? No, we're not. It's all right. You got to go battle people on CNN. Go do your thing. You got it. You kidding me? Yep. Jake, I pay attention, you know. You know I pay attention. It is a wonderful day here on Fifth Avenue. So happy that you're joining us. Thanks to the Rothenberg Law Firm, as always, for supporting this broadcast. I am Miriam L. Wallach. Pleased, I can't say it over and over again, to be here sitting next to Nachum Siegel. My thanks to Nachum for inviting me back to be here today, taking me out of retirement,
I wouldn't say it that way, but okay.
taking me out of... I'm out of the bullpen. I came back. I'm here. I'm here.
whatever.
The shirt
Don't
still
you do a
fits.
show every week for
I
us?
do a show every week, and my thanks
Aren't you
to-
still my manager?
Yes, indeed I am that.
you
Also, and
go.
the shirt still fits, so it's all good. Pleasure to be here with Mark Zomick. Pleasure to be on my right. Oh my gosh, look at this. An artifact, Nachum. Look what Kruder brought. NSN Shari Tzedek sunglasses. You know that these are, you're not getting it back. Yeah. Who do I need to thank? I can't see that far. Your point,
Is that Dean Schechter across the street?
I don't know, I can't see that
I
far.
can't see.
It is.
But we have the Russian-speaking
Shoshana
Jewish
Sheffer.
community of New York joining us in purple shirts.
The Russian-speaking Jewish community in New York, thank you for being here today.
The Burgers are on my right, representing Brooklyn.
Thank you very much for being here. To the Burgers.
Who did you guys march with? Ah, got it.
We've got the bringing Russian Jewish experiences to Long Island. Thank you very much.
Way to go.
Ari Kagan, another Sunday we see each other. Nice to see you, and thank you for all your support and celebrating.
I guess he was at a
Israel.
breakfast last week.
Last week, yeah.
Last week.
I bet he was at this morning's breakfast also. I have a feeling. Ooh, a little bit of a...
Another dog, fourth dog.
Wait,
dog
so
4.
I mentioned Dean Shoshana Schechter across the street with her parents, the Dr. and Mrs. Levine, watching the parade from the sidelines.
Now I see.
Oh, there they are.
So I was able, I heard Dean Schechter speak beautifully at the award ceremony, which was wonderful. So shout out to the Levine grandparents on Daphna being valedictorian. Yes, shout out. 100%. I can't not. Daphna Levine is a regular at the Wallach household. We love Daphna. So shout out to Daphna. And shout out to everybody here. Is this the, I can't see. Mazel
Day School.
Mazel Day School. Way to go, guys.
Thank you to Mazel Day School for being here today and celebrating with us.
List?
Oh, come on. You can't expect that we're still going to be part of the
no.
organized list. Here it is.
No, here we are at the top of the page.
Thank you, Mazel Day School. Thank you to Mazel Parents Association.
And thank you to the Jewish Parent Academy for being here today.
There are people who just will not miss the Celebrate Israel Parade, and this group is among them.
Yes. Dean Schechter, are you excited for Thursday? Super excited. You should know, by the way, that attending the award ceremony for Stern College was extremely meaningful.
Club Zionism for teens. I know about the work you're doing in a lot of places, even outside of New York. God bless you.
Well launched. Well launched.
They are doing a lot of important work.
And Nachum, the valedictory speech by the English valedictorian, or I should say the General Studies valedictorian, I shared with you her information. Debbie Cohn, am I right, Dean? Dean Schechter, her name was Debbie Cohn, right? Debbie Cohn, who came, if correct, I can probably figure it out, but she came from Venezuela 4 years ago. She came on the Mechina program to Stern College. Her speech was unbelievable. It shows in English shows the power of Stern College, the power of the Yeshiva University and the Yeshiva College community, and the nurturing that takes place in that building on Lexington Avenue. So kol hakavod. And a shout out to my daughter who got 3 awards. Okay, yeah. We're not allowed to talk about that. Exactly.
And I think we've gotten to the point where almost all of the deans in Yeshiva College and Stern are younger than we are. So.
Oh, Stephen Copps.
Oh, my gosh. Stacy, you know who that is? Stephen Copps. Do you know how often your name comes up? Now that you're famous? That's why you're famous. Nice to meet you. Wow. Amazing.
It is a pleasure to have you guys here.
Thanks for representing the Jewish people the way you do and paying attention to what's important.
Yes. Amazing.
It's the Galpern family float.
And it looks like the
Ahava,
if I'm not
Beauty
skincare line products float as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you.
Yes.
Best regards to the entire family.
Yes. Thank you for the sunscreen.
The Galpern Family Foundation, thank you for being here and celebrating with us.
Am I correct that members of Zusha are walking behind us on...
Yep.
It is...
With a safer and a child. I like that.
There we go. It is a full day here on Fifth Avenue. Shout out to our Hatzalah friends.
We've got Ashar.
Ashar, welcome aboard, Ashar.
Thank you for being here.
I'm sure you guys have been waiting patiently. Hot, but waiting patiently. Thank you.
And you made it to the Avenue.
You certainly did.
Ashar, based in Rockland County, another one of those schools has been around for a long, long time and was the foundation for a growing Jewish community that's now a ever-expanded Jewish community up in Rockland County. So thank you to the Adolf Schreiber Hebrew Academy, Ashar.
Are those overalls? Is that supposed to be like overalls on the shirt?
It's a cute idea.
Am I getting that? Way to go. That's adorable. I got it. Way to go. Love that.
We used to give out T-shirt awards, didn't we?
Oh,
we did.
That's actually that's not a bad idea.
We also had a top 10 list of the songs that we would hear. That was something we did with Jamie.
There's a chance maybe you'll get an Ashar T-shirt if you ask nicely.
If I ask nicely, may I please have an Ashar T-shirt? Not... Who do I have to ask nicely? Oh!
Oh my gosh, is that funny?
That's all right. It's all good. You got it.
That is funny.
You got it. Well done.
Thank you.
Let's get this on camera.
It was on camera.
It literally
It was on the camera.
And it's Heather Gray. Oh, we got a marching band.
The ice cold marching band, if they're following the list that's in front of us.
We should get close to them.
Followed by the Yeshiva of Flatbush. Only way to cool off, huh? As Yeshiva of Flatbush gets ready to cross 64th Street here on 5th Avenue in New York City.
They're, the flag contingent from Yeshiva Flatbush looks very regal and official.
They did a good job on
I
that
got
one.
one. I got one. I got one. I don't
Thank
want to
you
steal
very
another
much.
one. Thank you. At least they have hats.
They had a hat.
That's interesting.
Oh, Yeshiva Flatbush has bucket hats. Yeshiva of Flatbush.
I'm trying to think. Rabbi Kramer from NSN is on the Yeshiva. Joe B. Joe Blumenthal on the drums.
Joe
Wow.
B.
They took when he said he plays drums, they took him seriously and put him to work.
He didn't get a bucket hat.
And I should be careful. It's Rabbi Blumenthal. I keep saying Joe B, but of course,
Oh,
I got to refer to
we're
his.
not allowed to call him.
Well, Rabbi Blumenthal would be appropriate.
Got it.
Let's see if we can find Rabbi Benji Kramer.
Rabbi Shmuley Boteach walking up the block
There
with
you
Flatbush
go.
somehow.
We should definitely get Rabbi Kramer on the air for a moment.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yoni?
Maybe we can
Rabbi
get him.
Kramer.
Let's see if he's on our side of 5th Avenue. That would be perfect. We'll speak with him coming up. And to Rabbi Besser and to all those who are in charge over at the Joel Braverman High School, Yeshiva of Flatbush. Great to see you here today, everybody. They've got a large contingent.
My first teaching gig.
That's right.
Oh, I get a hat. Thank you. Much appreciated.
So they have a combination of bucket hats and regular
Yes.
baseball caps.
So my first teaching job was at Yeshiva of Flatbush.
That's right.
That's right. I got a hat. No, hold on to your hats. Literally and figuratively. You need them. Way to go, Flatbush! There are 5 million of you. Let's get a bigger shout out than that. Let's go, Flatbush!
Benjamin Siegel.
There's the caps for sale guy.
The caps for sale guy.
Do you know that Benjamin Siegel's here?
I did not know.
Hey, Benjamin Siegel, turn around.
There he is over there.
He's with his wife, Kayla.
Kayla took 5 minutes off from work.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeshiva Flatbush, you guys just keep going and going and going. I mean, my gosh.
Here's Rabbi Kramer.
Oh, here's Rabbi Kramer.
And by the way, the only yellow.
Rabbi Kramer, say hi to everybody out there in
Rabbi
the NSN
Kramer,
audience.
we need you on the air.
Rabbi Kramer.
Take the mic, Rabbi.
How are you?
There we go.
Celebrate Israel.
Meir Milim, somebody who spends every Monday
morning,
analyzing the Hebrew language. Thank you, Rabbi Kramer, and thanks for celebrating Israel with us.
They are, I mean, I look up, I think they're done. They keep going.
There is a sea of
It's a
Yeshiva
sea
Flatbush.
of Yeshiva Flatbush. It's a beautiful thing. Guys, it looks like no one stayed home. Did you all really come? And knowing Yeshiva Flatbush, they speak Hebrew better than anybody else.
They're on both sides of us now.
They are, as far as the eye can see, it is school bus yellow shirts. By the way, only yellow shirts so far.
I hope Rabbi Lookstein doesn't hear you say that they speak Hebrew better than everybody else.
I mean, they do, but it's okay.
Oh, you know, I heard a story recently after Rabbi Harari passed away that there was a teacher who was teaching who translated something into English, and he got called into Rabbi Harari's office, showed him his contract that he wasn't allowed to use any English in the classroom.
Wow. Life is funny.
Yes. Amazing stuff.
The
Are the Shotzkitzes here?
one of the things we need to point out, especially as this group continues.
What? Me? I did. Miriam Wallach. There we go. Shout out to the Shotzkitzes. Shout out to the Shotzkitzes. That's a big word, Shotzkitzes.
Shots guy. Shots guy.
Yes. Those are peach shirts coming by.
Hey, Benjamin Siegel. Hey, Kayla.
Kayla gets a whole 3-minute break from work. Yes, and it's so hot out. That is true. We have multicolored shirts coming our way. Again, Hatzalah making sure none of us pass out. Thank you, Hatzalah.
Well, I don't know if they're doing that, but they're there if someone does pass out.
Right, that's true.
Halavai can make sure nobody passes out.
This doesn't count as our third stilts.
No, it's the second stilt's
Correct.
repeated.
It doesn't count.
What do we have
Correct. I'm paying it. It's all good. It's all good. No, who came after Yeshiva Flatbush?
Well, Nefesh B'Nefesh is supposed to be here, and then
They're next.
Alal, but this is...
You're part of LL?
Oh, they're part of the LL group.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
Now I see the hats.
See, they have no masks on. They're part of the LL group.
Exactly. It's a day early, guys. Don't you have to wear masks today? It's off tomorrow? It's all good. We're thrilled.
Of course, Leo Razamek on a plane tonight. Or now.
Yeah, she was sitting on a plane today.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, there's Rabbi Fass.
There's Rabbi Fass. And there's Yael Katzman. Oh, my.
Is that Tony in front?
Is Tony there? Tony's here.
Yeah.
Wow. Can somebody give Tony a hat? And Tani? Is that Tani?
It looks like him, yeah.
You guys are all in. Oh, my word. Tani's here. Yael is here. The rabbi's here. Tony's here.
Mark is
Mark
here.
is here. It is our entire Nefesh B'Nefesh family is here. Way to go, guys.
There's nothing
Hey,
like
home.
our...
How you doing?
Rabbi Fass! What's it like being back here in New York?
Amazing to be back for this day. And we'll talk later.
Nothing like our Nefesh B'Nefesh family.
Is Mark singing?
Thank you, NSN.
Woo!
Nothing like our Nefesh B'Nefesh
Nothing
family.
like it. It's an amazing thing. God, we love those people.
And now Ben Porat Yosef is on Fifth Avenue, another sea of green this
Rabbi
time.
Saul Zucker leading the pack
Yes.
at
Rabbi Zucker, Ben Porat Yosef.
And a Rangers shirt. Shout out to the Rangers fan in front. Nice shirt. There we go. That's a smile. Ben Porat Yosef
Let's
in
hear it for Ben
green.
Porat Yosef.
Oh my gosh, look. Yeshiva Flatbush is behind us also.
Oh, they've got a good playlist.
Arno is on the play.
They've
Where's
got-
Erica?
They've got a good playlist.
They
Ben
certainly
Porat
do. We
Yosef.
haven't heard Benny Friedman yet on this route,
That's true.
correct?
Yeah, that's true.
The it's been an interesting selection of music
Yeah.
today.
But more bands
And not-
than usual.
Right.
More
and
bands.
not as many recorded songs as usual.
Correct. Hello, Park,
Park
East.
Is that Debbie?
And Mimi.
And Mimi?
What's up, Park East? How do I get an orange shirt? She'll
Park East
they'll hook me up.
Synagogue. Boy, some people got to march in multiple groups, as is always the custom.
Do they have to do shirt changes in
Ooh,
between?
good question.
Discuss.
Maybe they have the second group underneath, which would be the way to do it. That would be the
Park
zon-
East Day
Park
School.
East Day
Oh, it's
School.
Park East Day School. Thank you, Park East Day School.
Yes, Park East Day School. Credit where credit is due. Oh my God, I love a marching band.
Oh, you got plenty of those today, that's for sure.
They probably have not been out in years, most of these bands.
Oh,
That's a good point. They're probably
Good
like,
point.
sign me up.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, I've seen some interviews with marching bands from around the country who are desperate to go anywhere at this
Right.
point. It's a good point.
We thank everyone who's tuning in on social media, who's tuning in at NachumSiegel.com, Facebook Live. Shout out to all of you for joining us back here on Fifth Avenue. We thank you for being here. Thanks to the Rothenberg Law Firm, InjuryLawyer.com for their continued support. There's no way you can hear me, so I'm going to be quiet.
I want to give a special thank you to our friends at Eden Walk and Kosher in Midtown. Kevin Conan and company, the entire staff, for keeping us well fed today.
Dr. Scott Goldberg taking up residence over there
A
on
spectator
Fifth Avenue.
spot?
Yes.
And Elvis is in the building.
Yes. That's also a tradition here at the parade. Absolutely. Skating and blading for
I didn't even know that
Israel.
Elvis had a spear beard.
It could be a playoff beard,
Well, whatever it is, I didn't know he
It's a
had
beard.
one. Skating and blading for Israel. It's funny. Nehemiah was on drums before. I guess he can't be on the skaters side at the moment. But a lot of other great skaters are in front of us having a good time wheeling up, blading up, and skating up First Avenue. Excuse me, Fifth Avenue. The Anti-Defamation League is here. ADL stands with Israel, and many of us stand with the ADL. They're in a very
They're on the front lines.
they're in a very sensitive situation right now. The ADL is looked to for leadership during these times, and they're coming through with great leadership. You know how they say, I wouldn't want to have their job right now? It's a tough job to have. But, guys, thank you so much for doing it so well, and a big thank you to the Anti-Defamation League.
Yes. I'm happy to have their back, but I don't want to have their job.
Correct.
You guys are doing great. Mayor Kruder, by the way, also doing great. Kruder Photography, Kruder.com. Kruder.com.
With his post-Lag Bomer haircut.
K-R-U-T-E-R, is that right?
Yes, like B-I-N-G-O. K-R-U-T-E-R. Let me
and
tell you.
if you can't reach him, just call Yoni Pollock.
Exactly.
He'll find him for you.
Oh, he runs tours now.
What?
Story Cove.
He's a tour operator? Boy, I should bring him on to JM and talk about that.
I didn't know anything about it.
Him and Chazen Spinner. I believe.
Wow.
What is happening before our eyes?
I'll tell you.
You
Things
think you know a guy?
Things are developing.
Story.com?
Story Co.
I can't hear it.
Story Co. Instagram. Check him out.
ZK, can you cut my mic a second?
All right, so we're going to get details at some point about what Mayor Kruder's doing, because apparently it's a new venture that deserves some attention. And we'll cover that at some point.
The Central
should we do it now?
Synagogue. The Central Synagogue of New York.
All right, we have 30 seconds, Mayor Kruder. Tell everybody what this is all about, please. We got 30 seconds here.
Well, I run a tour company now. Myself and Yitzi Spinner, we currently offer tours to Morocco, Jewish heritage tours, and it's an amazing experience.
He was going to get to Morocco, whether with us or not with us.
Yeah.
That's right, and Moscow and everywhere else that we're supposed to go.
So actually, this is not a crazy idea. Some of the places I've always dreamed of going to.
You're really going to go with Kruder?
I mean, this could really work out.
I think you should. We just announced we just announced our July tour last night,
wow.
July 5th through 11th.
All right.
Connie Applebaum from Busy in Brooklyn is going to be joining us.
And
Cool.
You can join us too.
Nice.
Gosh.
Please. The whole Wallach and Siegel.
Got to figure this
Wow.
out. Central Synagogue is here on Fifth Avenue celebrating Israel.
With another float. You know, Nachum, I was
Lot of
wondering.
floats.
I know, but I'm wondering if people, because they didn't have to spend for 3 years, were able to go all out now.
Interesting.
The cost of the float is probably more of the cost of the storage of the float during the off-season.
Right, but I think that they recycle them, meaning I think between parades,
Somebody
they take
else.
them off, they redress them, et cetera, et cetera.
Hey, Yoni, this is a good time to get Benjamin Siegel on the air. Isn't it a good time to do that? We'll speak with him in a second.
When is it not a good time to
As
have
the
him
Central
together?
Synagogue passes us here in front of our booth on 64th at 5th Avenue in New York City.
Benjamin.
Hang on a second. We'll get to Benjamin in a second.
Dean Shoshana Schechter just came over to say hi
Nice lady.
With her dad.
with her dad.
Famed orthopedic doctor.
Right. And her brother is the famed
Yes, reproductive
doctor.
Got his first job at 35.
So, Benjamin, why was it that you had to come here a bit late? What was the big occasion that was going on in Manhattan this morning?
We had the big Met Council breakfast this morning.
And who attended? Were there government officials there?
Plenty of them, including the governor and a lot of other major New York and federal officials. It was really, really amazing.
And it's such an important event in terms of support, especially what we saw this past Pesach, this past Passover. Why? Why is it such an important event?
There are more people in need than any time in New York City's history. It is unbelievable, and there are more people that need more, and trying our best to make sure that everyone gets fed and everyone is taken care of.
And it was the first time in 3 years that the event actually took place.
Yeah, it was tough. It was really hard the last couple of years. But we were able to make it happen this year. We were able to get a lot of people to come, a lot of people to get out there, a lot of people to support on their way to the parade, the great groups that we have out here today. Woo! And really just working hard to make sure that everybody is fed, everybody is taken care of, and everybody in the community has what they need.
And if people want to get involved, what website should they use?
MetCouncil.org.
Thank you, Benjamin Siegel.
By the way, Nachum.
Oh, this is going to be one of the louder parts of the parade.
Yeah, so beforehand, I
Yeah.
just want to say there were 2 Red Sox hats that just went by.
Ooh.
I don't know
So
what that's
even
about.
Red Sox fans are celebrating Israel today?
Yes.
You know what?
All right,
That's
shout out to the
commendable.
Red Sox fans.
Something we could agree
We
on.
can
I
agree
like
on.
that.
By the way,
Shout out to Red Sox fans.
Flatbush maximizing the parade by leaving.
Yeah,
some of those
Flatbush is
kids
just doing the route 10 times. Way
As
to go,
long as
Flatbush.
there are no
Just keep
Astro
going.
fans around, that's fine, although there are people banging on drums and garbage cans, so
Yep, that's what they do.
I got to be careful after what Yoni has done for us today. I got to be careful not to make fun of the Astros. I mean, come on. That wouldn't be right. The High Riders are here. Who do we have here?
The Lamborghini.
Yes, with who?
Daniel Nidich.
Daniel Nidich, thank you very much. Good to have you here and celebrating Israel with a good set of wheels, to say the least, and a lot of great Israeli flags. The High Riders, who are dominating the scene now on Fifth Avenue, they tend to make a lot of noise. They tend to rev things up when they get to this area of Fifth Avenue every single year. It's their salute and celebration of Israel.
It's so good
That's
to
how
see
they
you
salute
guys
Israel.
back. Way to go.
There you go. That should get the motors running.
On a hot New York day.
Yeah. What more do you want than 30 motorcycles in front of you?
No, I'm pretty good with this.
Revving up with the exhaust. I love it. Come on, High Riders. Let's hear it.
I don't know, Nachum. Gas is expensive.
I didn't even think of that.
I know.
What does it cost to fill up one of those these days? You guys are also feeling it, huh? Man. You know, it's funny. You can't do a show of any type these days without addressing the gas prices in the United States. It's almost
Correct.
impossible.
You know.
Hey, Yair Noller is here. Look at that. There's one rider I know is not here this year because he's celebrating Israel in Israel this year.
Who would that be?
Robert is his name.
Ah.
And he's not with us this year because he's actually in Israel. Other than that, we have a great representation on the route.
Well, in general, it is an unbelievable representation here at the parade. Let me tell you, from the spectators to the participants to the schools to the depth of each bench. My God, you guys are really, you brought it today.
Unlimited Israeli flags, one American flag, and one Chabad Mashiach flag. Among
And
the
by the
High
way,
Riders.
there was also a Pittsburgh. Remember the Pittsburgh
Yes.
stronger than? There's a pit on one of the High Riders. There's a Pittsburgh stronger than hate.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable campaign as well.
That scene after the Buffalo massacre last weekend, that scene has been included in a bunch of montages of mass shootings and the terrible racist episodes in the United States. Yeah, that brought back a lot of memories, frankly, because that Pittsburgh episode among the worst against Jews in the Jewish community in the United States history, as we know.
Correct.
UJA is coming up Fifth Avenue. We'll see them in a moment. Those of you who are watching, you're on YouTube or Facebook Live or the Nachum Segal Network homepage at NachumSegal.com. And I thank you all for being here. It's me, Nachum Segal, Miriam Elwalik, Mark Zamek, ZK, Zalman Kopel, Yoni Pollack, Rochelle Zamek, Sam Gilbert, our cameraman, Stacy Siegel. Who else do we have here?
Yair Noller.
Mayor Kruder, Benjamin Siegel, and Yair Noller. A lot of people here.
A lot of people here. We have our fifth dog on the route.
A big thank you to our friends at Eden Walk and Kosher in Midtown on 34th Street.
And, of course, to our friends at the Rothenberg Law Firm.
And we're brought to you by the Rothenberg Law Firm. No, seriously, thank you.
No, thank you.
InjuryLawyer.com, Rothenberg Law Firm, InjuryLawyer.com, the Rothenberg Law Firm and the Rothenberg family.
Yes.
We say thank you to them from all of us here at the Nachum Segal Network. The UJA Federation, talk about institutions that have been backbones of the Jewish community.
Russell Robinson.
There's Eric Goldstein, who has made his way back to the beginning of the parade route, and now he's on the UJA float.
How many times you got to go back, Eric? You going a third time or you're done?
I would have said 4
Oh,
times.
my God.
I think he got away with it. Only 4.
Wow.
He got away with it this year. It's amazing. And the UJA, of course, I mean, you talk about response. You talk about being there for Jews around the world. Especially in light of the circumstances right now. We see what Jewish communities around the world are going through. I'm trying not to be political. The last time I brought it up about an hour ago, I heard a smattering of boos.
Are you serious?
Well, I understand why. It was right before the Russian-speaking I'm saying to myself, why are people
Right,
upset?
why booing? Right.
Anyway, so we're going to leave the politics out of it. We'll simply say that UJA is there
Correct.
when needed. So thank you for that.
Looking good in turquoise. By the way, also an original song for this parade route. Nobody's played this yet.
That's true.
Nobody's played this yet. And they have a nice contingent as well.
Wow, yes.
This isn't 10 people. Not at all. Way to go, UJA.
Hey, it's a UJA after all.
Exactly. So what's the difference between the forest green shirts and the turquoise shirts?
Oh, if I had to tell
Staff.
you.
Oh, got it.
Come
Shout out
on.
to the staffers.
I am glad that person simplified it because I had a whole thing about that.
That's why I asked them.
I'm glad they simplified it for you.
Yes.
It's a lot more to it, but we'll leave the rest out of it.
Well, one person in the green shirt said staff.
It's a lot more to it.
And Hillel from Staten Island.
Oh, right.
Oh. The Hillel's also on the forefront of...
CSI Hillel.
Yep.
I'm a little bit familiar with what you guys go through there on a daily basis. Keep fighting the good fight.
Yep.
Not easy on that campus. Not that any campus is
easy on any
these
campus,
right? Not that
right.
anything's easy these days. Well, there may be one or two that are, but that's about it.
And we're going to see more Hillels coming up right now.
Our friends at Baruch and City College and John Jay and SVA and Fordham and Pace and all the colleges that have Hillels that are represented. I want to give a special shout out to those Hillel leaders.
Yes.
The Hillel leaders that have been very effective in their role over the last couple of semesters and helped get everybody at Hillel through the pandemic.
Correct.
Thank you very much to Hillel.
Yeah, I see Brooklyn College. It's not easy to be on a city campus right now. Call a kavod to you guys.
Yeah. And a special shout out to John J. Hillel.
Yes. Brooklyn College, I'm an alum. Yep. That was the last degree I got was from Brooklyn College.
Upper West Side loves Israel. Maury Wilds is here.
Upper West Side. They didn't have to go too far.
Hey, Maury.
They didn't have to go too far. Mayor Kruder, somebody just gave Mayor Kruder a bottle of water. He's earned it. He hasn't gotten tackled yet. He hasn't gotten tackled. He hasn't gotten arrested.
The New York Jewish Agenda, welcome. Romamu, welcome. Romemo, welcome. I'll get it right. Don't worry.
It's all right. It's all good.
Westchester Jewish Council is here. Thank you, Westchester.
And the Bethel Synagogue Center.
A lot of people watching from around the world don't realize just how many pockets of Jewish communities there are in the New York, New Jersey area. They think of a city in the United States, and they know of one neighborhood or community that has Jews there and that has a big Jewish presence. They don't realize, people watching around the world, that our situation is different.
Right.
New York and New Jersey has massive pockets of Jewish communities that are well represented here today from all over the place, including Westchester.
Yes. Oh, Brett, what's doing?
Hey, Brett.
Where was just a
Good to see
wonderful
you.
feature on you recently? I just read something. Oh, it was inflation. It was in Milchix in this case, right? Way to go.
Milk inflation.
Don't even get me started.
I won't get you started. I
I'm
know
very
better.
anti.
I know
I'm very
better.
anti.
I know better. We have another school making their way up Fifth Avenue, but again, we just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Is that Grant? Grant Silverstein, who's a good friend of this network. We thank him.
Has
And
always been.
always there, 100%.
Westchester Day School.
Westchester Day School.
Hello there, Westchester Day School.
Mamaroneck, New York. Way to go.
Visiting us here from their beautiful campus in Westchester,
Yes.
spending the day on Fifth Avenue in New York City and celebrating Israel. Thank you, guys.
It is an amazing, amazing thing. You know, when I was growing up in New Rochelle, you either went to SAR or you went to Westchester Day School. It was one of the two.
Those are the two choices, huh?
Yep. Yep. And their campus, I mean, talk about campus envy. Westchester Day
beautiful.
School. Unbelievable. Campus envy. No concrete. Grass, trees. Exactly what you want. It's unbelievable. Beautiful job.
Oh,
Beautiful job, Westchester Day School. Thanks for hanging in. I know it's hot out there. Thanks for hanging in. Oy, those are some red faces.
Well, as I keep saying,
It's hot out there.
it could have been much worse.
Yes,
It's a beautiful
but we're also
day.
under
Yeah.
a
It is a
tent, so we
beautiful
What's the
can
humidity,
say
like
that.
30%? Telling you, we lucked out with that. But I wonder what's the official temperature. ZK, you always know this stuff. What are we at right now? Do you know?
I'll tell you.
He'll let us know.
88.
88.
88
Okay, so it
with a real field temp of.
didn't hit the mid-90s like we were.
87.5.
No, stop. Real field temp is the real life, that's really what it's like.
Well, again, because of the low humidity, the real feel should be pretty reasonable. Anyway, enough about the weather.
The Leffel School.
They stand with Israel, don't
Yes, they do.
Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here today.
Every once in a while, I like to look at the line of march to see where we're not.
Well, right now it looks like we're here.
We're close.
Yes. Oh, and there should be a float? No.
Coming up, but not yet.
At a march.
It looks like the Shy Spartak Heritage Alliance is next.
Right. So we are a little bit out of order. A little bit, not bad.
And you know what's funny? I was told on Wednesday that they're going to wait to send this to us until the order is set. So they sent it to us at 3 a.m. this morning. Well, things changed since 3 a.m. this morning.
Man plaids and God laughs.
It's just, we're joking around. Of course, you can't help
The
that.
Shy salutes Israel.
Spartak Heritage Alliance, thank you. Thank you, Shy.
But as usual, remarkably smooth and
Yeah,
well organized.
thank God.
They
Thank
really
God.
have to stay. I remember the early years. It was just much more of a.
Much more difficult, and any excuse would delay things. Now almost nothing delays anything, which is
And
great.
now we have basically a half block long flag.
Which is beautiful. Look at
it's
that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Israeli flag taking up half a block of Fifth Avenue with our friends from Shy. That is one way to celebrate and salute Israel. Thank you.
For all the world to see, and certainly all the residents on Fifth Avenue to see. That is for sure. Oftentimes we should make note, Nachum, that oftentimes our marchers passed by pockets of people who are not supporters of Israel. And it's not easy to stand there with a flag, certainly a flag of that size, and stand there proudly and march on and tune out the noise, because that's all it is, and be proud supporters of Israel. So kol hakavod to everyone on this route.
Very good point. Everyone on this route has made a statement. They made a statement that they're pro-Israel. They're for the Jewish people in the state of Israel, and they're ready to defend and act for the Jewish people in the state of Israel whenever necessary. And that's a very good point. This route is a complicated one.
Yes, it's a complicated city. It's a complicated country.
And a complicated people.
And a complicated people. The Brandeis School. What's up, Leslie?
Hello, Brandeis School of Lawrence, New York.
Those are my neighbors.
There you go.
Those are our neighbors. Way to go, Brandeis. Looking good. No, we love you. Way to go. We saw some non-supporters earlier in the day before. We'll call them non-supporters.
How was that encounter?
I mean, unfortunately, they didn't come close enough for me to encounter them.
Okay.
Or I guess maybe that was, fortunately, depending on the way you look at it. Recruiters like, Miriam, you don't need to ask for trouble. Okay, fair point. But either way, I'm sure there's a presence somewhere on this route. And it certainly has to be challenging, especially when you're marching with a school. You have young children who don't understand and don't understand why there are people who look like us and not supporting. And so it's a complicated issue, but we give everyone even a greater dose of credit. Now these, as my bubby would have said, these are some snazzy uniforms.
The Marching Blueprint Band, I assume? I guess. Can we put this somewhere where it won't spill?
I don't know that there's a place.
Yoni.
Amazing. And
Mag and David.
That's it. As we said before, we know who you are, Mag and David.
Hello, Mag and David.
Making their way up Fifth Avenue, also with a tremendous presence annually.
Rabbi Chaim Wielgus ready to throw you a T-shirt.
Let's go. We can catch it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Am I
Our friend, yeah, I'm sorry.
Nachum, am I right? This is the first Morty Shap we hear on this.
Right. Our friends at Mac and David, led by Mac and David Elementary School, and a beautiful full-length flag of Israel up Fifth Avenue, followed by a full-length flag of the United States of America. That's the way to do it. Demonstrate our support and love for both Israel and the U.S.
That's
After all, we're on Fifth Avenue in New York City.
We should mention that there were plenty of schools. It's a shame we didn't mention until now. How many schools marched with flags, including the American flag?
Right.
Should be proud. You know, it's not. We are proud to be Americans.
Correct. Proud to be Americans and proud to be lovers of Israel.
That's it.
And proud to
be
support
here.
the state of Israel.
That's it. Way to go, Mac and David.
Nice job there, Mac and David. Great idea with the large American flag.
Yes.
Really beautiful.
That doesn't look easy.
No, it can't
No.
be. It can't be. To try to stay coordinated, it's like holding up a chuppah at a wedding. I've done it too many times. Very hard. Or I should say the talus under the chuppah. Not easy.
Don't have too much to grab onto.
All you want to
either.
do is get those arms down.
Yep. You guys are doing great.
When you're tall,
Halfway there.
When you're tall, there's two things that are automatic.
You change light bulbs.
You'll be holding taluses and chuppahs, and you'll be the last person in line to be the shamish at the Hanukkah party. Always be the shamish in the menorah, the human menorah, the human Chanukiah.
Well, at least you know you always have a role. You don't have to beat anybody out for it.
Line up in size order. Okay, heading to the back as usual.
Not a problem. Mag and David, keep it up.
Thank you, Mag and David.
We know it's hot out there, but we salute you.
There we go. Thank you.
I remember one year marching as a student in SAR. We wore yellow shirts, not like school bus yellow, but like neon yellow. It
Right.
attracted every bug in Manhattan. And I think it was Rabbi Joel Cohn and a bunch of faculty members had to go into a pharmacy and get bug spray because we were being attacked.
That's hilarious.
Mag and David, keep it up.
MDY is right. Nice job, MDY. Nice caps and shirts. Good job.
Yeah.
Very big contingent.
Oh, there's more.
But
And
wait, there's more.
And there are tambourines.
And they're dancing.
Nice.
We love it.
All right, Mac and David.
Woo!
Well, one thing is obvious. The schools did come back
Yep.
and made good on their commitment to
It's
continue to be a
unbelievable.
big part of this parade, if not the most important part.
Anybody who was worried that there would be a poor showing,
On the route, there's an amazing showing.
Yes.
And
Would
keep in
love to
mind-
know what's going on a little further
They-
up in terms of the spectators. Got to get a report.
Keep in mind, they had already paid 2 years ago.
We have to do that. If we do this parade again, we've got to get a roving reporter to tell us about the spectators, to go around different blocks and see just how many people there
Malcolm,
are.
I haven't seen sidewalks full like
Well,
this
this
in
is nice.
forever.
This is nice. I'm hoping that by the grandstand, there's, you know,
I have eyes on Gavri Siegel.
that you can't move by the grandstand. I hope.
We can ask Gavri for the report since he's been up and down.
Where is
Yes.
Gavri?
Oh, Jason Coppell.
Hey, Jason.
What's up? Also on the front lines.
He's on the front lines, and he's at a million breakfasts.
Yeah. What that man won't do for a breakfast.
Yeah,
No, I'm
what
just
what
kidding,
they
Jason.
serve, by the way. Haven't talked about that.
We haven't talked about that because we do want to thank our friends
What they
at Kosher in Midtown. Thank you for that
they
transition,
serve.
Mark. Kosher in
The one thing
Midtown.
nobody does at those breakfasts is eat.
Kosher in Midtown. Thank you,
Machane
Kevin
Yehuda.
Conan. Thank you for feeding us today. Thank you for feeding us so many other days as well. I can't see who it is.
I'm not sure.
It said Machane Yehuda on the.
I mean, Machane Yehuda? Machane Yehuda? Am I right? Okay.
Where are you guys from?
Brooklyn. That,
Which yeshiva? More Mac and
more
David.
Mac and
More
David?
Mac and David and more Mac and David. Boy, oh boy.
oh.
Talk about a
I
representation.
thought you guys were done 2 blocks ago.
Mac and David has got a stream of people on Fifth Avenue. Be proud. You may be the largest group here today.
Wow.
Amazing.
Kol hakavod.
Another float on the way. There's one right there,
This is probably the float we were missing before.
I guess.
But again, a shout out to Kevin Conan at Kosher in Midtown. Thank you for feeding us.
Yeah.
for sure. By the way, great sushi, great wings, great falafel, lots of good food there, lots of different options. Our thanks to the Rothenberg Law Firm, injurylawyer.com. The Rothenbergs, both as a law firm and as a family, support this
Yoni,
network
get ready. Yoni, get
every
ready.
step of
Where's
the way.
Yoni? Yoni, get ready with the microphone. We'll see if Alan will join us. I don't know if he'll join us. It would be amazing if he would. It's the Sarna family, Alyssa and Alan Pines and family. Is Alan up there?
If the
Holocaust survivors float.
Yeah, if anybody gets to sit and be under a
You
roof,
can say that again.
it's them. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Do we see Alan Pines?
Do not see him. Thank you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Bikor Cholim, thank you very much. JCCGCI, I got it.
Greater Coney Island.
I got it.
Nice.
And Self-Help Community Services, thank you as well.
And the Claims Conference.
And Woodmere. We're going to give shout-outs to Woodmere. Oh! The Shalamit School for Girls in Brooklyn making their way up.
Hello there, Shalamas. Welcome to the parade route.
This is the Brooklyn School, not to be confused with other schools.
Another group that knows how to celebrate Israel. Thank you guys for being here.
Well, pom-poms and lays. I don't think we've seen lays.
Very nice.
All right.
They know how to decorate themselves when it comes to
Exactly.
Israel.
Way to represent. We have our first bowl spinner. Way to go.
Where's Ed Sullivan when you need him?
Exactly.
And I assume half the crowd doesn't get that one.
Nope, not so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone yesterday told me
It was a great shoe.
They made a Honeymooners reference, and they were so upset that the majority of the people had no idea what they were talking about. Couldn't even tell you what the Honeymooners was. Anyway, our Jewish federations are well represented, the Jewish Federations of North America, and they've got a great float celebrating Israel today. That's the one you're looking at right now, building flourishing Jewish communities and having a role in helping people in our community around the world. It is the one and only Jewish Federation of North America, and they are, of course, on Fifth Avenue today.
Yep.
Some people call it SAR. We know it by their real name, SAR. Right? We wouldn't make that mistake, would we?
No, as an alum, certainly not. No.
SAR Academy and SAR High School are on the parade route.
Rabbi Krause, are we getting a shirt over here? Yes. Leave it to SAR to pick the one color ain't nobody else is wearing. You guys look amazing.
Thank you very much.
SAR, this is pretty quiet for you guys. How's it going? Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's show off this shirt.
You know what? I'm not going to tell the story right now.
Why?
It's a good story, though. SAR, thank you for being here all the way from Riverdale.
Way
Riverdale,
to go.
New York.
Looking good.
My, how SAR has grown over the years.
It's also another 2.5, 3-block school.
That's right.
Amazing. You know, when I was in SAR, they gave us a questionnaire in 8th grade. I did. I know, shout out, let's go. They gave us a questionnaire. If we built a high school, would you come? And we said yes. So congratulations to everyone who has the benefit in being in SAR High School.
How long after they asked you that question did they build a high school?
A while. Still
Took
a while.
Ryan Hyman in the...
Ryan! What's doing? Nice shirt.
There you go.
Yes. Oh, leasing benefits. Oh, my God. You've never left. Well, you look exactly the same.
Oh, we got some representation on the other side of the
Oh,
bed.
my gosh.
Ronnie
Get on
and
up
Larry.
here.
Ronnie and Larry.
People we haven't seen in 3 years. What's doing? How are you? Oh, my God.
All right, how
to
good
see
is
you?
it to be back on Fifth Avenue, our J Drugs family?
It's great. SAR rock.
Yeah, SAR, let's go. Let's go. Go Bees.
I forgot you have a connection to SAR.
Yeah, big time. SAR. Hey, 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 hey. Big
Larry, you
shout
enjoying
out,
being
Rabbi
back on Fifth
Kenny.
Avenue?
Big shout out. Good shout out. Charlotte, Sonia, Oliver, Lisa. Big shout out to SAR. Go Bees, yay.
Do everything you can. Shout out to Kenny.
Yay, Rabbi Kenny and Lisa.
Charlotte, my granddaughter, and Sonia.
SAR.
Ali.
Nice. Great family.
Great family, you're right.
Very
You're
nice.
right.
Great
Takes
to
a lot
see
of,
you.
I got a gumption to go out and walk on today's weather. But it's beautiful.
Ronnie and Larry Birnbaum, J Drugs in Brooklyn.
Yep. Supporters
Great supporters of
forever.
ours and friends for decades. And they love flying the flag on Avenue J.
Yep.
They love it. For Yom Ha'atzmaut, and for Celebrate Israel, for Yom
Correct.
Yerushalayim coming up, they'll do it all the time.
Unabashed supporters.
And we thank them for that. Thank you,
love
guys.
them.
Thank you for your support. They're amazing. Big thank you to the Rothenberg Law
it's
Firm.
great. Everything's good.
InjuryLawyer.com. A big thank you for sponsoring our broadcast. InjuryLawyer.com is the website. Thank you to the Rothenberg family and the Rothenberg Law Firm.
Nala High School for Girls. Woo!
Thank you, Nala High School.
Looking great.
Oh, they've also grown over the years.
Yes, for sure.
Very
Not
nice.
so long. It's only 4 years, maybe.
Yeah.
A Solomon Zada, is that what I'm hearing?
That's pretty impressive.
I missed the first name. Ella Solomon Zada. Did I get it? God, my lip reading has improved over the years.
Nice job.
Thank you. Because Solomon Zada is not a word that you lip read very easily.
Who doesn't love great kosher restaurants? That's where we love spending time in great kosher restaurants. And right now, great kosher restaurants with some wonderful sponsors have a float on Fifth Avenue, Elon Kornblum and Company. They've become a pretty important force in the world of kosher
Absolutely.
dining, to say the least.
Absolutely. And the rumor has it that Elon was going to throw food at us.
That's interesting.
Okay. Food fight. Elon, where's my food fight? Elon is too busy.
Oh, he does have
Awesome.
sushi up there from Rock and
He
Roll.
has sushi up there.
Great kosher restaurants and great kosher restaurants foodies on the float. The American Sephardi Federation is here. Thank you for being here today. Celebrating Israel with us.
Absolutely. I'm looking to see if the Goldbergs are still here, but I don't see them. It's gotten hot out here, folks. It's gotten hot out here, but we are still here. You're listening to the Untold Number broadcast here at the Nachum Segal Network of the Celebrate Israel Parade here on Fifth Avenue. We are here between 64th and 65th at our home base on Fifth Avenue. We wouldn't miss a moment of this parade. Not every broadcast continues the whole way through, but if you want to see your friends and your family, don't move a muscle. You will catch everyone here because that is part of our commitment at the network to the greater Jewish community. My thanks to Nachum Segal.
Thank you.
No, thank you. To Mark Zomick,
thank
Yoni
you.
Pollock, ZK, Rochelle Zomick, Stacy Siegel. We have Sam over there, right?
Sam Gilbert.
Sam Gilbert is over there. And of course,
How's Sam doing? Is he all right?
of course, Mayor Kruder.
Ah,
I
Mayor
mean,
Kruder.
Mayor Kruder's here.
Kinneret Day School is next. Hello, Kinneret Day School from up in Riverdale.
We're waiting for them to move on. Oh, this is our first set of balloons, Nachum.
Very nice.
It's our first set of balloons.
Can we
Blue,
again, they're yellow and blue.
Can we
blue,
get them?
yellow,
Rabbi
and white.
Crone is here. Wow.
Do you think that that's
Hey, Rabbi.
random, blue, yellow, and white?
Not this year, it
No,
ain't.
I agree with you.
I think the
agree
blue
with
and white was planned and the yellow was added. That's what I
Right.
would say.
Rabbi and Mrs. Benny Crone and Rabbi Crone's mother are here.
All right.
From the Young Israel of Teaneck.
Thank you, Rabbi Crone and the Young Israel of Teaneck, for being represented here today. You're still a proud member.
Always.
That's right.
From
the
no
beginning.
official position, and I keep repeating it.
Hello, Kinneret Day School.
What's up, Kinneret? We're going to see them. Oh, look at that.
A tribute to the Hatikva, Israel's national anthem.
The words.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You know, I looked up before Yom Ha'atzmaut for my show.
Right.
about Hatikva and history
Right.
of Hatikva. One of the things, of course, we miss Without Mayor, and it tells you that it's based on. It says based on an old Polish folk song.
Right.
And if you go listen to the folk song, it's not based on the old.
It is the song.
It is.
Well, Rabbi Benji Kramer on Yom Ha'atzmaut
All
joined me for an analysis of the Hatikva. You got to check that out. He did a really good job and was part of the 7 o'clock hour of our Yom Ha'atzmaut special this year.
I thought the best was that the runner-up essentially was Rosenblatt's Shir Hamalos.
Right.
And what would have been interesting is that every
Right.
time they sang the national anthem, everybody would have been saying a parak of Tehillim.
Correct.
Which is ironic then, because then some group at the other side of the parade would have had to find a different 150th chapter because they could never say the national anthem for the state of Israel.
Yeah, it's interesting. And it was closer as a runner-up than we think.
Right.
It's funny. Our next, the people from Stand With Us are doing an effective job out there.
Oh, they are.
Especially when it comes to recruiting people to pound the pavement and get out on the
Correct.
streets when necessary.
And pound the social media.
For the rallies and demonstrations, plus, as you mentioned, of course, the social media. Stand With Us, supporting Israel. Yeah, I wouldn't mind also if you brought some over.
Yeah,
supporting Israel and fighting anti-Semitism on the front line. Stand With Us. We thank you.
Mark, can you just grab some of the food? Thank you. Applaud Stand With Us. Absolutely. You guys deserve it. Have we heard Mapecha yet on this parade route?
Mark, thank you. Yoni, thank you. And now we can officially
Oh, one second.
thank.
There's hummus down there.
Now we can officially thank our friends on 34th Street, Kosher in Midtown,
Just the hummus.
Petopia, and everybody who's responsible for our Israeli food that we have here today. In
Yes.
this case, falafel. The East Midwood Jewish Center is here from Brooklyn, New York. Thank
Woo!
you, East Midwood Jewish Center. Who do we have here next?
Malcolm, it's hard to get some falafel in between
I know, but
schools.
I had to try.
I know,
for a second.
so did I.
And by the way, thanks, Kevin, because it's great.
Yeah, Kevin, it's delicious. Totally hitting the spot.
Is this RYNJ?
Yes, it is. Hello, RYNJ! Way to go. You guys look great.
This is going to be another large school group.
We have
who are here-
Morashonics in the crowd. We have people calling you Stretch in the crowd.
Thank you.
RYNJ, you guys are looking great.
Hard to believe anybody remembers, huh?
Are you kidding?
Thank you, RYNJ. Thank you for being here. Another, what we always like to point out, community schools are
Yes.
critical in building communities.
Correct.
And RYNJ is certainly one of them with their history, so thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank
And
you
they're
for being
still
here.
here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my God, guys, 2:30. You guys must be schwitzing, but
And
way to go.
And they're going strong.
Yep. They did a great
I
job.
hope they were assigned to line up, pretty later in the day, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, you hope, but
But who knows?
But who knows? But who knows? Not one Ranger hat in the entire group. But okay, guys, okay.
Bad
we
way.
have another matchup.
I mean, like never before.
What?
Oh, nothing between me, Yoni, and everybody watching. You're the only one that didn't want to hear it. Anyway, so another marching band, and something that I have to say they did a great job with this year, inviting marching bands from around the country to join us and to celebrate Israel. And the expertise that every one of these musicians has is just wonderful to watch.
Nachum, I think
Just
this
incredible.
is our youngest marching band.
And yet they're ready to go out there and perform and do a high-quality job. It's pretty amazing. Thank you for being here today.
You guys are great. I mean, those drums,
See, they're not paying attention to us. They're paying attention to the instructions.
I know. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. We're a distraction.
Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you very much. And God bless you.
Oh, I have to quickly eat this falafel
You know, we
ball.
talk about the NYPD. One thing we don't think of is how many hours they have to stand at a
Oh,
time
my
every
God.
single day. Every single day.
Yep.
Wow. Trust me, I sympathize with them. The Shulamit School for Girls has been spotted on 5th Avenue in New York City. Here they are.
Way to go, girls.
Let's hear it for Shulamit.
Where's Mrs. Monk? She's in the high school? All right, well, we can give you guys a shout out. Let me hear you roar. There we go. There we go. You guys look great. Oh, it says stronger. Got it. I couldn't see the word on top. Can we get a good flag waving for the camera? I love it. I love it. Look how big this school is. Right?
It
Look
takes
how
up a
big-
lot of space here on 5th Avenue.
And they really fill a need in the 5 towns. Where's Mrs. Monk?
Oh, here's
There's
Monk.
Seema. Where's Mrs. Monk?
I guess we'll find her
Mrs.
eventually.
Monk is back there. Mrs. Monk is back there, and she's like, why is Miriam Wallach yelling at me from underneath an awning? Because I am. Shout out for Mrs. Monk. There we go. Oh, I didn't see Adina Wolf was here as well. Hello. Pleasure to see everybody here.
Rabbi Muscat from Oceanside.
Oh, Rabbi Muscat from Oceanside. Well done in Oceanside, Rabbi. My God.
Yeah.
Shalamas, can I get a big roar? I want to have, can we have color war?
Gesundheit.
All right. Let's go, blue team.
And it'll be
This
the
is
blue
fun.
and white team at the
Blue and
Celebrate
white
Israel
team.
Parade.
Sure. Fair point.
Shalom at High School, we thank you.
Way
and
to
thanks for
go.
being here today.
Shalom School for Girls and Shalom High School doing excellent jobs in Jewish education. Amazing work. Amazing. You see how big this school is?
Yeah, they're
I know.
a group of 500.
Yep. Thank you, Kevin Conan, for feeding us.
Yeah, boy.
God.
Thank you to Kosher in Midtown on 34th Street.
Yep.
We have another float coming. This is going to be one of the floats that I believe is it's to end Jew hatred, and I'm sure very important. Their messaging has been really effective and has made a lot of people, Jew and non-Jew, think.
It's not technically a float.
Right, but it's a billboard,
A billboard truck.
A billboard truck.
And this one actually highlights an incident that happened on campus.
No, 1 second. Yeah, go ahead.
This one happened on campus in George Washington University. I wish this was an isolated incident. The number of anti-Semitic, blatantly anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish incidents that are taking place on our American campuses is unfathomable.
Anonymous from George Washington University says, a drawing of a swastika was slipped under my bedroom door. I don't have a mezuzah to avoid exactly this, and it still happened. And I don't remember if you remember a story we were told about someone living in an apartment building in Paris, and the same exact thing. They had no mezuzah on the wall, on the door, for that very reason, and still anti-Semitic. They were the subject of anti-Semitic activities. Yeah.
The fact that Jews
Couple
have
of
to,
lessons in there.
Correct. The fact that Jews have to consider hiding their Judaism in the United States of America is something that should make all of us take pause.
Yeah.
And be embarrassed.
And if you think you can avoid people realizing that you are Jewish and are of the Jewish community, think twice.
How about me, who was knocked down on Grand Street 3.5 years ago, called expletive Jew by a total stranger who literally just checked me and knocked me to the floor.
Right.
And I was walking with Yoni, who
Right.
is 6'4", and this gentleman was not afraid of him at all. But
Yeah.
yet that's the culture that we all have to face and we have to fight.
The Jewish Bridges Berg is proud to be together again, celebrating Israel at the parade. A big thank you to Northwell Health. Hello there, Northwell Health.
Hello there, Northwell Health, indeed.
And yet another troupe, TROUPE, of dancers is coming up 5th Avenue, entertaining everybody. Oh, there's our salam.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Do you want the...
I'm sure the schools give instructions to the kids. Wear sneakers wear light colors, wear hats, bring water, and then you have these troops come through dressed in their costumes and their shoes.
I'm sorry about that. No, leave it to Ramaz to remember those whose remains are still not back with us. And that's their theme, or at least that's their headline.
Kenny
It's
Rockland.
Ramaz, everybody.
Way to go,
With Kenny
Ramaz.
Rockland. And a lot of wonderful people leading them.
Yep.
Talk about, again, one of our themes for this year, institutions that have been so vital right here in New York City on the Upper East Side where we are. Ramaz for decades has been one of the most important institutions in the Jewish community and has had an effect on educational institutions internationally. They are an example of an educational institution that takes activism very seriously and takes causes that Jewish community should be interested in and at the forefront of very, very seriously. And we thank them for that.
Hannah Lippman walking with Ramaz.
Hello, hello.
Nachum Siegel, who's the most well-known in the Nachum Siegel Network family, graduate, proud alum of Ramaz.
Let's see, the most over.
How many schools did you go to?
No, not
Randy?
me. My mother.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Yeshua Siegel being a teacher there.
No, alum. My mother was a graduate of Ramaz. My mother was in Rabbi Lookstein's Gemara class.
There you go.
Correct.
Wow.
My mother loved being a Ramaz grad. It was something that she just always took pride in, 100%. 100%. And we should give shout out to Rabbi Lookstein, who
course.
I really hope is not marching in this heat today. I don't see him. Is he here? We don't see him. We don't see him yet. Oh, he has a wedding. Of course he does. Well, a shout out to the Looksteins.
Where are Yeshua Siegel students? Where are Rabbi Yeshua
Oh.
Siegel students?
This is his dad.
That's the whole group?
That's his mom. You can't do better for Rabbi Siegel than that. There we go.
Anyway. Thank you, Ramaz.
Oh, there's a Rabbi Siegel chant happening now. No.
Oh, there you go.
I mean,
If only he wasn't
If
able to
only
be
he was
here
here,
today. If only
yeah.
he was here to hear it.
Nachum.
I can't see anything. Hello, hello. Gavra, you want to handle it, please? A pleasure.
Oh,
Nice
it's
to see
Mr.
you.
Finkelstein.
Talk about staff members that are vital to us here at the Nachum Siegel
Yes.
Network. I'm Rummy Finkelstein. I'm going to say 7 days a week, as suspicious as that's going to sound.
Yes.
7 days a week is working for NSN, and his father is here. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you. They like our T-shirt collection. Thank you.
Oh, the Finkelsteins have been an important part of NSN for a long,
Solomon
long time.
Schechter of Queens, how's it going?
Hello there, Solomon Schechter of Queens.
We are deep into the parade now, Nachum.
Well, we're close to the actual end of the parade.
I know. Am I flipping
We're on the
page?
last page.
No.
Yeah, this is the last three groups. The
Is
Forest
this
Hills.
is this the most efficient parade that we've witnessed?
Seems to get better and better in efficiency each and every year.
Amazing.
All right, first we got the Forest Hills Jewish Center. Hi there, Forest Hills.
I can't believe. Oh, six dog. I can't believe we're this far. Nachum. Tradition's tradition.
I knew we'd find YCQ eventually.
Oh.
I knew we'd see them at some point.
Rabbi Landsman making his way up.
Now they're out of order, aren't they?
No, they're close here.
Where are they?
They're here at
Oh, there
170.
they are. Good seeing you guys. Thank you very much. YCQ, the Yeshiva of Central Queens, under the leadership of Rabbi Landsman.
Can we get Rabbi Landsman a mic?
And I see Rabbi Nat. I see a whole bunch of great.
Greatest broadcaster in all of Jewish history. YCQ, give it up for Nachum Siegel.
These
Gonna hire him to introduce you.
In a few minutes, he's going to broadcast the Mashiach. I know it. I feel it.
Thank you, Rabbi.
No need to interview me. That was the answer.
I was going to say, why do I look like
I taught you in seventh grade? Where?
Not you.
Oh, you?
Me.
Oh, you taught it. I'm saying to myself,
In
what was that?
Yeshiva of Flatbush.
That's hilarious.
Wow. And he's in Jewish education.
Nice. Probably
Yeah.
because of you, I would guess.
Probably despite me.
Oh,
Oh.
another way of
Good,
putting
good.
it. Hello there, YCQ.
YCQ, we know you're hot and you've been patient, but way to go. You made it.
All right.
YCQ,
Thank you,
by
guys.
the way, also a great example of an institution. Okay, a great example of an institution that's been central to that community.
That's right.
100%.
Anything that goes back 40, 50, 60, 70 years, you have to pay attention to how important they were historically to the community.
Huge group.
And they got the music blaring.
You know, when we compare group sizes, we don't necessarily take into account that some of the bigger groups are not elementary school, boys high school, girls high school. Some of them are, this YCQ is just K through 8.
That's right, and look how large they are.
Frisch was just four grades of high school.
Right. Yeah, there's some schools that are really getting it done.
Yep.
Really getting it done.
Well, I just got a text from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
From Evan and Allison and Ziska.
Ooh.
They heard
Remember,
the shout-out?
yes,
Sure.
and we made their day.
Nice.
Yes.
All the way in L.A.
All the way in L.A. Well, the least we could do, they sent their kid all the way
That's
over
right.
here. Well, the
So at
least
least
we
we
could do is
recognize
make
them.
your day. We love them. They're good people. And you know that I work with Evan's sister, Suzanne Anziska, who's a lovely, lovely, lovely human.
Very
I absolutely
nice.
adore her. The sidewalks are still full here in New York City. People are not giving it up.
It is important to point out that it's not only Jewish people that support Israel. As we look at the float for Brooklyn Churches United for Israel, we have to keep in mind how many friends we have in so many different communities, of so many different backgrounds, who are always there. And I mean always, because when times are tough, they're out there demonstrating, rallying, expressing support for Israel, going on programs on radio and TV and on social media in order to support Israel. And we appreciate them for that very, very much.
And they're not afraid.
Right.
They're not afraid to
That's
stand
why I
up.
say in the bad times.
Exactly. Their support is bold.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is
Thank
one of
you
my
so
favorite
much.
songs of all time. I love this song.
I don't even know this song.
Gadol Hashem iti u'normo shmo yachdav.
Ah.
And YBH, Yeshiva Beit Hillel, or Beis Hillel of Passaic, New Jersey. I'm told the boys are marching, and then the girls are going to march. And this will be among the...
we got a T-shirt.
Among the final schools of the parade. Thank you
you.
very much. Thank you.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Let's
My
get a shot.
grandson is going to YBH next year.
Nice. All right.
Way to go, guys.
Hello there, YBH.
Wow, last time we saw you was in Canada. Way to go. Looking great. We have a Ramon. We have a Ramon on the parade route.
You need at least one, right?
You need at least one Ramon.
And the Jewish Foundation School in Staten Island is coming up next. They're in their neon yellow green.
I'm telling you, that was the color that when we marched with SAR was filled with bugs.
There you go.
Yep.
A great story from the annals of parade history.
There you go. I don't even know what number parade this is for me.
I know what number it is for me, or close to it.
Close to it. Close to it. It has been an absolutely spectacular, schwitzy but spectacular day here on Fifth Avenue.
Really, you really can't complain about the weather, everything.
Yeah.
And everything just
Worked out
went
beautifully,
Yep.
especially for us underneath the shade here.
2022 did not disappoint.
No.
Everyone came back.
And I was
Unbelievable.
skeptical.
Yep.
Yes.
We had our concerns.
It was early. It was a couple years hiatus.
Right, and if people
everything
wanted,
could have gone wrong.
right, and if people wanted to, let's say, downgrade their parade presence,
Right.
they had the excuse to do so because there had been no
Yeah.
parade presence. And so many people use COVID as an excuse for so many things, either rightfully or wrongfully so. But all of these schools said, no way, not us. We are going to be there, and here they are, and they look great.
So JFS, the Jewish Foundation School in Staten Island. Kol hakavod to you.
Kol hakavod indeed. Mark, is this a float?
This is a float.
Thank you.
So this is Mizrahi, the OU,
The
YU.
RCA.
Oh, it's the whole
Religious
OIC.
Yes.
Yes.
The entire OIC. As
We got it.
Rav Daron should be here. Rav Daron. Where is he?
Oh, and it looks like Ben Gurion and
Oh, they
They're
Ben
back.
Gurion, Golda, and
right. I
they all
don't see
came
Herzl.
here.
I do-
Shalom, shalom, Rav Daron.
And there I see Ari Rockoff.
And Ari Rockoff.
And I see Chana Holzer.
Tadar Rabah.
There we go. Lots
Wow.
of people.
That's the same Golda Meir who.
Yes, I just said that.
Before, yeah.
Golda, Ben Gurion, and I don't know where Herzl went.
You threw Herzl off. Rough crowd. Rough crowd.
So OIC is
what?
Their organized effort to include so many great organizations and so many wonderful efforts is pretty incredible.
Kana, another Morashonic.
As we celebrate 120 years of religious Zionism with our friends from Israel, the United States, and other parts of the world, all part of the OIC Mizrahi movement.
United Mashadi
pretty cool.
Jewish Community of America.
That looks like someone I know. A Gabriel Rubin in there somewhere.
There you go.
Very nice. This has to be Rambam.
Looks like the Rambam school, yep.
Can we get a little more excitement out of Rambam? I know it's hot, guys.
Rambam Masifta High School.
There we go.
They're here, and they're celebrating Israel.
And they also have some overlap with the End Jew Hatred marketing program.
Wow. Some really poignant messages, to say the least. The website, by the way, is JewBelong.com.
Right.
JewBelong.com, and their hashtag is End Jew Hate.
You know, by the way, it's we have Lieutenant and Detective Taylor on our left.
Yeah.
Inspector Taylor. Sorry, I didn't know what rank you were. I apologize. But this billboard is one that can be found in Times Square, was there for a very long time. If that's not one to make you stop in your tracks in Times Square, then nothing will.
Inspector, we have a microphone for the inspector? There you go.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Tough day or not tough day for the NYPD? Amazing day?
An amazing day. Everyone's having a great time. Weather is fantastic. Of course, we're concerned about security, which is why you see our brave New York City police officers here. It was an incredible day. We had the mayor here. We had the Israeli defense minister, Consul General of Israel, so many elected officials, so many great friends, so many great broadcasters. Actually, just one great broadcaster that I've seen so far, and his great assistant. So I think that with the New York City Police Department here and our federal partners, we're keeping everybody safe and everyone feels safe, and that's our job, and it's all partnership. And thank you for the great work that you do and for the friendship, and we have many more great things to come.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There he is, Inspector Richie Taylor, who is
representing the uniformed police officers as opposed to the undercover police officers, who are also.
Oh yeah, he's both.
He's
That's
also.
right. Yeah, he's got both.
Oh, he is both. Yeah. Well, all them who are here.
And again, we say thank you to the JCRC for all their help in making this an amazing parade and making sure that all of us, including we here at the Nachum Segal Network, have a safe, wonderful, and efficient time. What can I say? It's been an incredible broadcast.
I can't believe it.
Also can't believe it. And JCRC gets all the credit in the world. They said we'd celebrate together again on 5th Avenue, and sure enough, that's exactly what's happened. We are celebrating.
Correct.
And we're enjoying being part of a community that loves Israel, that supports Israel, knows the importance of Israel. Israel's 74 years young. We're now in the 75th year. That milestone, we're going to march toward that milestone and hopefully continue to strengthen the connection between the United States and Israel. Not the opposite, as so many want to do, but literally strengthen the connection between us and the state of Israel. And a big thank you to the NYPD. We know that it's a difficult day in terms of arranging this parade and making sure everything goes off smoothly, but I would like to think that it's among the more pleasant experiences that the NYPD has in New York City when the Jewish community and lovers of Israel gather on 5th Avenue to celebrate Israel. So big thank you to the NYPD.
Our thank you to the officers who have been standing right there the entire time.
Sort of
on
like
5th Avenue.
personal bodyguards
Exactly.
for us. Thank you.
Do you want to invite the officers across the street for lunch?
Well, actually, I'm wondering if they get off next and they get to go to the Ranger game, or that's not a gig that they want today. Nope, say shaking their heads. 34th Street, stay away. Exactly. Exactly. Well, this has been an unbelievable experience. I am so proud to have been here, so proud to be back. Nachum, my thanks to you.
Thank you. And I think both of us should thank Mark Zomick and Zalman Kopel, our chief engineer, ZK, and of course, Rochelle Zomick, who, if you liked what you saw through this parade, you got to thank her. A special thank you to Yoni Pollack, who has been here all day long, and I mean that literally.
And to Haley Pollack.
And to Haley Pollack, and to their entire group. A big thank you to Stacy Siegel. A big thank you to Sam Gilbert, our cameraman. And I know I'm forgetting somebody. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Mayor Kruder. A big thank you to Mayor Kruder. A big thank you to Avrami Finkelstein. A big thank you to the Rothenberg Law Firm. everybody at injurylawyer.com and the Rothenberg family. And, of course, a big thank you to Miriam L. Wallach, as we've again had this opportunity to broadcast from Fifth Avenue and really broadcast what is one of the most exciting days of the year. So to Miriam and Mark, I say thank you. It was certainly worth gathering together for this occasion, and let's not make it another 3 years. Let's try again much, much sooner than that. On behalf of the Rothenberg Law Firm and everybody associated with the Nachum Segal Network, we thank all of you for tuning in, and thanks for tuning in all week long to all of our great programming on the Nachum Segal Network. Any final words, everybody? That's it?
I think that we all have to admit, if we're honest, that none of us wanted to be here today, but all of us are super happy we were.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
It was hard to get up after 3 years, I think, but everybody really made it worth it and so incredible.
What a note to end on. The team has done a good job in making sure we're happy that we were here for the last few hours on Fifth Avenue. Thanks for celebrating Israel, everybody. L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim. Next year in Jerusalem.